And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully everyone has had a great week so far. A great holiday season and everything. We are going to be playing some Wartales today, and we are going to be continuing our conquest late. I'm not late at all. I'm right on time. A wizard arrives precisely when he means to. But we are going to be completing Tiltren today. We're going to be wrapping up the region missions as well as working on taking out Lund. And after that, we're going to be moving on to Vertrus. Okay, so that's essentially what we're going to be doing. And I did do a very little bit of offline grinding. And by that, I mean, I don't even think I leveled anybody up. I think all I did was make a helmet. So yeah, fought like a couple of fights. I didn't want to get super over leveled or anything like that because that would be a little overkill in my opinion. I do have something that I'm planning on doing eventually. We did get some solidified rules in the description of this live stream. We're going to be taking these rules and applying them elsewhere as well, but I will eventually get this little death counter that I've got set up here to represent deaths, like deaths and lives, essentially, or how many lives that we have left, kind of thing. But we can honestly run it as a rolling death counter too, if need be, just to see how many units that we lose. But yeah, that's kind of how we're going. But yeah. Merry Christmas and Boxing Day. Yes, thank you, Sean. And Vis, if I was late by 4 seconds, you know what, homie? I think at that rate, you could just keep that to yourself, my guy. I think it would have been okay. All right. Anyway, so we do have a couple of things on down to the south here. So we originally stopped over in Stromcap. I went and did a little bit of a loop. I haven't completed the mine over here. If we really need some iron, if I can get some iron, I'll be in a much better position. Gear set wise and whatnot, and we do have a couple of missions down here. I don't think we can handle the bandit slayer, but we can definitely do this, circle around and take on the thing over there. But first, let's do the wealthy farm since we're right here. So with the wealthy farm, it's honestly pretty easy. You can just choose to either spare this guy and side with the bandits and take out the village chief or whatever, right? Or you can choose to kill the bandits and then that guy dies. If you side with the bandits, the wealthy farm becomes uninhabited and you can take all the stuff that's there. So I'm not saying it's good to be evil, but also refugee coming in trying to steal some grain and getting put to death for it is a little overkill in my opinion. So yeah. But yeah, we're going to talk to Isabeth. We're going to go ahead and just warn, and yeah, should be good on this. They'll go ahead and head on out. We can go ahead and take all the booze because we're out of booze, and our one guy really, we have like 1 or 2 drunkards in our party right now, so we should really try to keep some booze on hand just to deal with them. But yeah, all things considered, we should be in a pretty good position here. And this upcoming fight's actually pretty easy, depending on either side that you join. I think you get either a bar of soap or you get movement straps, okay? Which is like a belt, a backpack item, right? So you can either get it to where you don't get as much suspicion whenever you're stealing, which is very helpful, by the way. Or you can get +1 movement to your unit. We're probably going to go with the bar soap. Yo, what's going on, Sorrow? So here's the question. How do you make your alt finding things brighter? Homie, I've gone over this once already, just last stream. But I will go over it again. You're going to have to wait until we're at least through this here, though. Okay? Because I can't enter the options while I'm doing this. So we are going to support... because I want the bar of soap. I don't want the adjustable straps. So I'm going to go for this and we'll be able to take these guys on. But your alt finding things brighter. Okay, options. Okay, we'll go over it again. So I've only gone over this multiple times. in various videos and live streams. So I'm definitely giving you shit for this one, Soro. Accessibility, highlight elements. You can even make it thicker with like 3 C's, like extra thick. But then you have your hover outline color and your highlighted outline color. So hover is when you're hovering over it. Highlight is alt. This is your alt color. Okay. Highlight alt. Hover is when you're hovering over it with your mouse. And there's your thickness. So if you want to make it brighter, you click here and you drag this over to the right to make it bright. And you also select something higher up to the top. Or, I mean, that's if you want color. If you just want it to be pure white, you just go down to the bottom. But yeah. And if you weren't paying attention, Sorrow, I'm going to tell you to rewind the live stream. All right. So we're taking a look at things. One of the rules that we do have right now is that we're not going to save scum. I know we save scum a little bit the first stream, but from here on out, we're not save scumming. So if anyone dies, they die. The only way I can get out of a battle, okay? Oh, and you know what? I'm in the middle of turn order here. Like I'm in a bad spot. So we're gonna move to the top right. I'll have to figure out something else for the death counters, right? If somebody dies, right? They're dead, obviously. And the only way I can get out of a battle is to retreat. You cut out at the end. Can you repeat that? No. I'm not going to repeat that. Okay. So we outnumber them by like absurd amount. They do have reinforcements coming, but I honestly don't think they're going to be able to do very much, even with the reinforcements. So Scoundrel, this is an easy fight with how many units we have. Vigilante, I do want to take out, but he will be able to shoot point blank, I'm pretty sure. So we want to keep our poacher and whatnot, everything like that outside. Oh, raw materials, that repairs armor. That's new. Gylar, we have a couple of these guys over here. I'm just trying to figure out what all's what, right? We're gonna move some hoodlums over here. I actually want the hoodlums on that side. Isbeth, I'll keep Isabeth out of that, right? Marauder should be fine over here, actually. Gylar can definitely do a ton of damage. And so can Osbius, honestly. So these two can handle this. Where is Vinileus? And Sophia is here. Okay. They have a foot soldier, and then they have their village chief. I want to take out their village chief. Do we have enough movement to get there? Potentially. Potentially. No, we do not. Do I have anyone that has enough movement to get there? Do you have enough movement to get there? You do. Okay, well, we're going to swap Sophia over here. Yeah, it should be fine. And then... yeah, okay. I'm happy with this. I am happy with this. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to move Gylar up here, and Gylar should be able to take out the village chief in one go. It's all crits. I thought it was all crits. What is Isbeth's new leadership ability? Critical hit increased by 40%, so it's not guaranteed crits. Got it. We didn't get a single crit out of that. Okay, 23 HP. The foot soldier's already gone, right? I want to see if we can take out the village chief, if at all possible. Yeah, we're definitely taking out the village chief. Okay. That helped. So now Gylar is okay. He's safe. Osbius is bleeding. That kind of sucks, but we should be okay. I'm pretty sure this foot soldier's already moved. So that means the phalanx soldier's next. So we're going to go ahead and get on up in here, deal some damage. Two damage from the phalanx soldier. Alright, we proc galvanization. The tools for armor repair is a sweet addition. Yes, I will say that that's pretty nice. Because armor is one of those things where I'm just like, man, sure would be nice to not have to worry about this too much. Alright, enemy reinforcements are back in. I don't know where they came in at. Oh, down here. Two of them? Okay. I'm going to slowly move Gylar over there. And by there, I mean over here for the armor repair, because he's the one that has like no armor right now. And hopefully he can get there before we take everybody out. Hopefully. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But it's kind of what I'm aiming for, just to save some raw materials, right? Reprocking galvanization with that death, and we'll see if we get another round in. Osbius is going to take a little bit of damage from bleed, but that's okay. We should be fine. Get some nice little damage going here. Some crits. Some backstabs on the foot soldier. Wetting oil. Oh. Applies the effects of wetting oil for the duration of the fight. Every time a skill deals damage, it has a 50% chance to apply bleeding. That's... what? Just straight up oil effects on the ground? That's new. That's kind of cool. We'll be able to use those. So we're not allowed to use damage dealing oils, so we can't like apply wetting oil, for example, on our weapons as a rule, but I'll be able to use interactables, so I'm okay with that. Well, let's get Vinaleus over here. I don't think he's going to be within range to actually shoot anything though. Nope. Okay, now that both of them have gone, now it's time for us to do some damage. I'm gonna go ahead and use Pound here. Should take out his armor. Yep. And we'll utilize Weakening Blow. Ooh, that was nice. I want to get rid of that lieutenant. Yo, what's going on, Justin? How you doing, my man? Oh, please don't hit me. Oh, no, that's your own dude. Okay, cool. Gylar, can you actually make it over there? You can't. Oh, yeah, these guys aren't going to survive a round, so I'm just going to take them out. That's fine. Everything's fine. This is fine. Bonk. All right, so I may use Osbius at some point during this round, but if he gets lower in HP than half, he has a higher risk of sustaining an injury, and I don't think I have any medicine. So what I'm going to hope for is that Vinaleus can get a kill here, or, you know, do enough damage to where Isbeth can, you know, maybe potentially finish things off, right? Is that necessarily going to happen for certain? No. Who's got the highest percent chance of getting hit? 27% on Osbius. Oh my lord, dude, that's a sketchy shot. We're going for it. Nope. I went for it. I risked it for the biscuit. It did not happen. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit again. Boom. That was a calculated risk. Do I want them to flee the battle? You know, I don't think Isbeth's going to get behind him, right? But I also want to, you know, make sure that he understands what he did wrong here today. Isbeth might. Nope. Okay, well, if we get the kill before I have to force in turn, then bleed won't trigger. Bleed's gonna trigger. That is what it is. Bonk. All right, and Osbius does have an injury now. Okay, that's fine. We do have the Master's Jacket, +2 movement, +19 armor. Okay, and a valuable jacket. So both of these will be applicable to Osbius and Vinaleus. Okay, we have some cloth. We got some good loot. I'm okay with that. We're gonna go ahead and repair everybody, and we'll hit repair all. I don't recommend always using repair all, but you know, sometimes it helps. Super quick, but if you're in a position where you don't have a ton of raw materials and you're not generating them very much, I don't recommend doing that. So first things first, Osbius, we have a +2 and a 16, right? So this will give us 3 more armor. And then this has 2 layers, whereas this does not. Plus, this is 16 versus 13. So we'll do the 16, right, for Vinaleus. And we're basically, we're set now. I don't think we have anyone that's set up as a thief. Osbius, I think we will set up as a thief instead of a woodcutter, now that he's an apprentice woodcutter. And we will give him a our little bar of soap. Okay. Now, we do not have meds. And what is your injury? Willpower is reduced by half. That's kind of rough. We are getting close to our carrying capacity. So on that note, what we're going to do, instead of doing a full-on loop-de-loop, we're going to go straight into the Pedra Mountain Mine. We're going to take care of what we need to take care of, right? There. And then we will head back to Tiltren. And that should clear up a lot of things, right? We'll be able to resupply, sell some stuff. We now have a cat at the tavern. Promotion items have changed. We've generated 2. All right, let's go to the tavern real quick just to manage it and whatnot, right? So the cool thing is you can manage your tavern once you have it, right? From anywhere on the map just by going to your camp menu. It's pretty cool. Yo, what's going on, Marcelo? I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How are you? Your bouncer, Vendenal, prevented some bandits from stealing a few bottles. Plus 150 XP for Vendenal, and the promotion items have changed. Cool.
Have you ever thought of organizing some particularly bad-tempered cockroaches?
I got a hold of some particularly bad-tempered cockerels that really impress your customers. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. We are not doing chicken fights. No, thank you. 71% there. I'm okay with that. We have Salt on promotion. Okay. As well as Wolf. We don't have Wolf as a learned thing yet, but now that we've got this fully starred out, we can start selling this brandy. And then this one we're going to put in reserve and start getting better age on it. But that should help us start making some more money. Send an infiltrator to a rival tavern is something that we can do later. And then our menu should be fine. And honestly, we have a nice amount of copper just kind of waiting here. And as long as you're not pulling funds out constantly, the copper value will eventually get to close where it's really close to like a 1-to-1 ratio. And that's when you want to pull it out. Like early on, 100 copper is only worth like 10 crowns, and it's not worth doing that. So there it's 100 is worth 82, and that's actually, you know, not that bad of a conversion rate, right? Great, thanks for asking. Do you think the game is harder now? No, at least not early game. for but I'm also, to be fair, I'm playing on region locked now, right? And Tiltren on region locked starting out is different from like Arthas or Vertruse. I think if you have the Tavern DLC, it makes Extreme a lot easier. A lot easier. And I do believe that because honestly, the thing that was making Extreme hard when I first tried it was economy, right? And also I did some dumb stuff to get to max level like within like a couple of hours, right? Because troop wages were astronomical, and that was kind of wonky, right? But right now, taking it low and slow through region locked, it's really not that bad. If I was an adaptive, I mean, you could say it's harder on adaptive because you're constantly getting the same like level of challenge, but region lock's the one that really gives you the it gives you a safety blanket, but it also gives you like those big steps of like, oh yeah, all the fights are super easy to, okay, the next region's actually, you know, I need to prep for it a little bit more. I'm not a huge fan of how stair-steppy region locked is, but it works, right? Let's see here. We have 2 raiders up here and 2 henchmen. The henchmen do not have offhands, okay? And then we have raider, henchman down here. I could have swore there's a boss around here somewhere. Is there no boss in this fight anymore? Huh, okay. So what we will do, man, I don't want Osbius to take too much damage here. He doesn't have very much willpower, right? We are going to, so coup de grace, okay. I want them to come this way, and they will not come this way unless I bait them correctly, which is going to be half the battle. Definitely going to be half the battle. How far can you move? How far can you move? Perfect. And you, okay. So this guy, my goal with how I'm setting this up, right? This guy's going to die by the rockfall. Okay. If I leave Safea right here, this guy will die to the rockfall. However, I think I want Gylar to tank that, because I think I want Safea to tank the 2 henchmen over here. Yo, what's going on, Proud? Happy belated holidays. Couldn't catch the first stream back, but couldn't miss this one. Nice to see Wartales having traction still. Yeah, man, Wartales is definitely one of those games that personally I don't think it has a ton of replayability value in comparison to titles such as like Battle Brothers, right? Because it doesn't have the randomization to where each run is 100% unique due to static maps and static storylines. But it is worthwhile playing through new DLCs whenever they drop, because that will give you somewhat of a breath of fresh air for the majority of the playthrough, right? But I know there's some people that can put over a couple thousand hours into this game and they still enjoy it, which I power to them. I personally can't. I've only got maybe, I don't know, 300-400 hours in this, which is each, if you go through and complete every region and whatnot, I mean, that's what, maybe 60 hours. So I've probably done at least 5 or 6 playthroughs of this. But yeah. And Marcelo, no, I have not played the new region. I don't want to play the new region until I am there on a live stream, right? Because for me, and that's one of the reasons why I haven't put out too many like guide videos or anything, right? Because I want you guys to see like the initial like wow factor and the initial thought process as I start to take a look at how the mechanics are changing, right? And see what the new mechanics are and how to how I'm going to adapt my strategies to them, right? Unfortunately, due to that and due to how long it takes for, you know, things to progress and whatnot, that means that I may not get to the Skelmar region for a while, which means, you know, other content creators and players will already be there, and they'll be like, oh yeah, no, we already knew about this. And you know what, that's okay. I don't need to be the first one or anything like that. But that's just the thought process behind the direction I'm taking on the content for Wartales, at least. Considering the last stream, story-based games ain't your cup of tea, so that checks out. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 100%. I enjoyed Baldur's Gate 3, but I don't read any of the story. I just make builds and go tear stuff up. Same thing with Divinity Original Sin, right? Gone in there. Or DOS 2. I go in there and I just make crazy builds, go have fun tearing things apart, and then I forget about it. Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do is I am going to use reload here so I can get a second round of damage out on this, and then we're going to fall back. So that's 4 stacks of poison on this guy over here. This guy's going to hit Gylar, right? He's not far back enough for him to actually get hit by the falling rocks. Oh, okay. I don't think Safea is actually going to get hit either, unless I move her up. No, I have a safe spot. I can move right here. But if I do that, the henchman can hit me, unless I pull back, which I can. This henchman will be able to move to about right here, which means Safea needs to be able to move. Okay, Safea can move far back enough. So we'll remove 1 unit from the board, okay? And then we need to move Safea back to back here. Yo, what's going on, Angel? I'm not gonna kid anyone. I haven't finished the game myself, but got myself up to date with DLC and may want to try to do it properly with a lot more content than I had back at release. Proud, are we talking about which game title are we talking about? Sorry, I've said like 4 game titles at this point, so I've lost track of a potentially the exact topic here. If we're talking about Wartales, doing a full proper playthrough of Wartales at least once, I do recommend that. Do an XCOM 2 Long War of the Chosen playthrough. I mean, I've done it. I don't know if I want to replay through it. XCOM 2, I mean, honestly, if I were to do a playthrough of something for a live stream after this, I don't mean if, but after this Wartales playthrough, we'll probably move to, honestly, I might try out Crown Wars. I haven't really touched it. I know Crown Wars plays very similar to XCOM. It's just like reskinned with, you know, dark fantasy, or yeah. And then we could also do, I mean, we could do some more Bannerlord. We may take a break on Bannerlord a little bit more. I don't know about that one in particular. We could do Battle Brothers, but I am incredibly rusty on Battle Brothers. I used to play that non-stop when I used to stream on Twitch, but that was 6 years ago, and Battle Brothers has changed a lot in 6 years, by the way. So yeah, that one might be dicey. With the Long War of the Chosen mod, no, I have never played modded XCOM. I have played War of the Chosen DLC, but I have not played modded XCOM, no. Okay, I do not want to go for the actual kill. Can you reach? Okay, cool. You can still reach. How much damage will I do? 4 to 6 damage. If I get crits, it could kill, but I don't think you can actually move that far. So it may be, yeah, we're going for it. Even if we got the kill, it's not bad. Not bad news bears. Okay, so this guy should kill himself right here. Yep. That was easy. Okay, next up, right? Now what we need to do is we just need to tie up a couple of people. For example, this henchman. Henchman's gonna get tied up. Henchman's gonna die. Boom. That's done. Don't even need to do anything there. Right. Henchman will do a little bit of damage, right? But I don't have to worry about dumping damage into it. I could use the torch on the ground over here, right? I could and apply burning to these guys. The problem is, oh, you know what? They may not actually end up standing right next to us whenever they use their arc. I can gimmick where they're standing. So that is something we are going to do. So first things first, we're going to use torch on the ground right here. That'll apply burn. We're going to go for a shot. We're going to go for reload. This one should die next turn. Died right there. Okay. So this guy's already on fire, right? He's going to want to hit both of us. So if I move Venileus right about here, so I do want him to try and hit both of us. Okay. That is something that I want to have happen. But if I move Venileus right about here, I don't think he'll end his turn next to either of them. And that will cause him to not apply burn to anybody. It overhauls XCOM entirely. Okay. Might need a research for a Battle Brothers playthrough. Yeah, probably. I was talking Wartales. It's definitely my type of game, but with my attention span of a toddler, I did think 4 to 5 regions that were released, and it got too repetitive. Yeah, 100%. So, and that is definitely something I agree with. When it comes down to Wartales, it is a repetitive game. Is what it is. I mean, it's still a fun game, and it's something that a lot of people enjoy playing. I enjoy playing it, right? But the core gameplay loop, if you've played through 1 or 2 regions, you've played through everything. The only time, now the Skelmar Invasion DLC could be different, but the only time that the core gameplay loop changes in a drastic way is Pirates of Balerion DLC. That was an excellent DLC because it put a breath of fresh air into it, but not too much. Like there's some changes, right, with how you move around the map and whatnot that is effectively a bit of a change, but essentially it's still the same game. Like very, very similar. They just changed movement mechanics, but there were fun changes, right? But everything else, it's basically the exact same thing, right? You go to a place, you do the story missions, you complete the region, you take out the region bosses that are, you know, just wandering around on the overland map, and yeah, you get special loot drops, and yeah, that's basically how it works. Ah, he stood next to me. You're a meanie doo-doo head. That's okay. I don't think we'll take any burning damage from Sophia, because I think we can kill the raider without using Sophia's turn. Potentially. Okay. That one's done, right? I have 2 turns to take out this raider, and that is what I will do. Okay. That helps. Nope, I don't want Sophia to go. I want Venileus to go. Venileus to take him out. Oh, no, we're not letting them play. Okay, so now I can actually use Sophia, because I'll just use first aid and get rid of the burning, right? Take a step down here. Am I within range? I'm not going to burn a reload on that then. I do like how that DLC changed up the fighting maps on the ships. That was a great way. They broke the repetitive of the base game. Yes. So that's another thing. I really liked how you could, you know, take the ropes up on Pirates of Balerion and drop down onto the ships and like get behind people. That was something that I really enjoyed. That was very unique in comparison to all the other regions, because all the other regions have the same type of battle maps essentially, right? It's just where are the choke points, or how big are the choke points. Pirates of the Balerion definitely has choke points, but they're not that they're very narrow, but you can just get around them by, you know, running around and using the swinging around on ropes, but they get that too, right? So you've got them dropping in on you as well. We're gonna be overweight. We're gonna be overweight. I'm gonna have to use some of this iron to upgrade our workstation, workbench, whatever the tinker's thing is. I did grab the no, cool, there's one over here. Okay, and yeah, so that is the highlight button that I'm pressing right now, Soro, by the way, that little blue. So that's hover, that's highlight. Push overboard was my favorite. Being able to just knock people over and then just not pick them up within a round. They just fall off and drown because everyone's wearing heavy armor. So there's no swimming in this. Long war stuff in Discord for you to look at. I'll look at it after the stream. But thank you for that, Biz. I'll take a look at it. When the game first came out, I was sort of hoping that missions itself, especially the region defining, would have more lasting effects than just the option to have a fast travel spot. Yeah, so that's kind of one of the reasons why I really am not super attached to the story of Wartales. Boils down to how repetitive the regions are, and how very rarely do you actually get lasting effects. Yeah, and Tiltren, right? If you side with the refugees, you get an extra shop. Okay, you get a couple of little bitty things, but it doesn't actually change the region or the world as a whole. It doesn't actually have any really lasting impacts. And then you just keep doing the same thing, right? I wish there was more either randomness to it or more of an impact to it. How can I trust them if I barely make it out of each fight alive? That could heal you. You could admonish some people, or you can endure. You're gonna admonish some people, and now you have upset Butt Stallion. How dare you? Okay. Now, guys, I do need some input. We're going to upgrade our workshop. Workshop is what it's called, by the way. We can make 4 of them, so we're gonna upgrade 1. And just, yes. Now we should be able to tear apart gear. And on top of that, we're not over weight anymore. So that's great. And we have plenty of iron now, so I'm very happy about that. We're going to head back to Stromcap and make some new gear. Anyway, what was I getting on about? Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and goyles. With our rule set, okay, what are we starting out at? We start out at 6 or we start out at 4? I can't remember. Now I gotta look at my, my details here. I do like story-driven games, and with how actually massive the maps are in Wartales, it's hella underwhelming. It's a problem with games in general. Player actions rarely impact the actual world outside of scripted things because it's too much of a hassle to program/track. That and a former mentioned repetitiveness are my 2 biggest cons of this game. Yeah, 100%. I agree with you there. I'm not gonna try to give you a caveat or anything like that because honestly, you're right there. And that's one of the things that you either you get used to it or you don't enjoy it. That's kind of how it is. And I mean, and that's actually one of the big reasons why I don't why I have to take breaks from Wartales, right? Because I know how I am. I cannot continuously play Wartales. It will drive me up a freaking wall. I cannot just no life this game nonstop every day and just grind it out. I cannot continuously do more and more playthroughs. You're just gonna make me lose my mind. Okay, Marauder, Hoodlum, Scoundrel. Okay, we gotta survive. We gotta protect these guys. Okay, we got 2. We have the leader, a Hoodlum over here, and then a poacher way in the back. Osbius, I think, can get a hold of the poacher with this. No, you can if I sprint. Okay. Gylar can do some damage here. Sophia. How far can this scoundrel move? Okay. Okay. What are your orders, buddy? You. What? You have dodge, but can I give you actual ally orders? No. Am I not allowed to do that? No? Okay. Well, so much for that idea. Okay. Scoundrel, Marauder, and Hoodlum. These three are going to be kind of a pain, but I think I can manage in the meantime, right? What's the input you wanted? Thanks for reminding me. We needed to decide on who's going to be the captain. So one of the things that I typically do, which I don't necessarily want to do on this because I know Bruce gets Bruce wants me to do like he doesn't want me to do as many restrictions as what I typically do with my Wartales streams, because Wartales in and of itself as a game is very easy, and you can become super overpowered in it really easily. So you don't need to min-max or anything like that to beat the game. But so I use like challenges, right? Well, I typically always make my horse into the captain. I've been doing that for a while. And my horse would be a work pony. So I literally basically waste the captain and I'm not able to use it. So we need to decide on who becomes the captain. And then I need to remember, give me 2 seconds here. I'm gonna tab out of this game for a second. We'll go in on my ugly mug, right? Just for a moment here. But I'm looking to remember what my rule set is, because I need to see if I'm supposed to be taking another whatchamacallit, right? Unit, or if okay, so yeah, I'm starting with 6. So I can actually have 2 more units in Tiltren. Cool. All right, that's all I was checking out. So without further ado, we'll get back to the scheduled programming here with taking out these bandits that are attacking, this little caravan here. We're being heroes right now. Not for long, but for the time being. +3 per region. Yes, we get +3 lives per region, essentially, right? Anyone that anyone that dies, so I just wanted to see what our starting number was. Just a reminder, what are the benefits for captain and lieutenant? So captain gives you a rallying cry, right? I think the ability is actually called galvanize, and everyone within a vicinity of it, when you activate it, will generate a valor point. Okay. Lieutenant, whenever you're next to I think you have to be in melee range. I'm not entirely positive, but lieutenant, you can basically point at somebody and say, and you inspire them, and anytime they generate a valor point, instead of 1, they generate 2. Those are the mechanics, unless they've changed. And if they have changed, then I'm sorry. It shows how much I don't use them. Captain gives the valor point boost thingy. Yep. But yeah. Lieutenant, way back in the day, used to only give an opportunity attack, by the way. So lieutenant used to be really bad super far back in the day, but that has been changed. I know of that. Okay, so first things first, I actually I can't even reach you if I wanted to do that. I can reach him this way. We have someone going. How do I want to do this? Do I want to take out the poacher first? How far is the poacher going to walk? Poacher has to walk up some way. Okay, so because the poacher has to walk up, it's not what I want. That is not what I want. Do you have ringleader dagger? You do. Oh, I'm not prioritizing these guys at all. This merchant, I'm going to use as bait. Scoundrel is going to be the one that's going to be kind of a pain in the butt, though. But this guy should be able to disengage. And if I move him this way, I think they'll be okay. Captain be the best on crossbowmen since they're pretty mobile. You get the valor more efficiently since they're rarely restricted by being engaged. Okay. That's something we can do. We can make Venileus our captain. Yeah, we can do that. All right. We need to engage here. I kind of want Gylar to go in, but I'm kind of spooked about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Sophia, take out the hoodlum. I'm going to use weakening blow just to try and reduce incoming damage because I know Sophia is going to have to tank the ringleader here, potentially. Okay, so Gylar can definitely hit both of these guys. I was really hoping for a crit there. That would have been beautiful. But now we're gonna dunk. All right. So I'm going to have to use my run here, which kind of makes me upset, but it is what it is because I really don't want this poacher messing up my formation that I currently have. Clydian, what formation are you talking about? Basically, these guys are pinned down, and I didn't want the poacher to potentially knock Gylar away into where the ringleader was able to hit both Sophia and a Gylar at the same time. That's what I did not want to have happen. So we'll generate a valor point with Venileus, and we will get put into position to start weakening these guys a little bit. Has to be Sophia. No score like a woman's score. Okay, no one's going to be a dick when you're all scared of the boss lady. Yeah, we can do whoever. I typically make a swordsman into the captain, typically. So if we want to make it into an archer instead, or someone that's a ranged unit. Oh fuck, there's reinforcements. Okay, I did not know that was happening. This is what we get for not paying attention. Can I kill you? I cannot. Not with Gylar. Sophia will not do enough damage to kill you either. Venileus, if you crit, we're going to go for it with Venileus. There's a crit. Give me a kill. That's unfortunate. Shoot. Gag it. You're not. Rude. You're rude. That's scary. Okay. So he has 2 HP. I mean, he's going to die, but I don't want Gylar to take a ton of damage. But I also don't know if this poacher's going to go, right? It could also be one of these 3 guys up here, because those 2 guys have already gone. Ultimately, it's going to be a damned if I do, damned if I don't. I think this guy is dead no matter what. I don't want the poacher potentially dealing damage to someone that isn't engaged. So we're going to do this and generate a valor point and pray. And the poacher was not it. So hopefully it's one of these guys. It's not. Okay. That hurt, but he's dead. Okay. Now Gylar can come down here, pop some comfrey, heal, get rid of the burning, and just prepare. We need to weaken these guys a little bit as they're coming our way, right? The scoundrel and the marauder are both going to be kind of spooky. And Sophia is the one that can probably tank them the most, obviously. Gylar taking on the poacher since he has no armor is probably our best bet down here. Sophia is going to have to tank all of this incoming damage. Only problem is these guys have enough movement to get to her right now, which is something that I don't want. So we're going to move down here and hope. Osbius is going to take some damage from this Marauder, regardless. But I don't want this Poacher running amok right now. So I need Gylar to get a hold of it. And we're going to use Rampage. Realistically, I probably shouldn't have used Rampage, but that's just something that I kind of wanted to do. I'm okay with this. That's actually beautiful. Because it has dodge, right? Like, they're not going to get hit. That wasted some incoming damage potential. That Scoundrel is spooky though, and this Marauder cannot move far enough to actually get a hold of us. So what we're going to do is we're going to get Osbius away from the Marauder. Okay. Now Vinaleus is going to take a couple steps forward. I want to get this Scoundrel low. Scoundrel's definitely low. I definitely want to try to get some damage out on the Marauder as well, but I really want that Scoundrel to be done because the Scoundrel's the one thing that can actually hit the merchants, essentially. And now that that's taken care of, we're moving Vinaleus out of harm's reach. We'll take a punch. Okay. This guy can do whatever he wants, right? It doesn't matter. A hoodlum cannot kill a merchant one-on-one. Cannot. A hoodlum and a Scoundrel or a hoodlum and a Marauder can. But one-on-one, this hoodlum will never kill a merchant. Same thing with a Marauder on just this one. Like, we will be okay. So what we really need is we need Sophia to come up here and take out the Scoundrel and bait this Marauder. We did not kill the Scoundrel. It's okay. Scoundrel will die. Sophia took a little bit of damage, is what it is. Scoundrel's going to hit. And it's dead. So we won this fight. First and foremost, we did win the fight. I just want it to be known. We are essentially in a spot now that, for the most part, no matter what we do, unless this Marauder decides to come this way, which is possible, right? He could decide to come down here and swing for 2, which, knowing the AI, is actually probably what's going to end up happening, but we'll see. Oh, cool. This hoodlum went instead. So now we're going to take Osbius and get Osbius. No, we're not going to use Osbius. We're going to use Vinaleus. Am I really not close enough for that? Damn. Get this Marauder a little bit low, right? I don't want to shoot the hoodlum because if I do, I might accidentally get rid of the dodge, which means this hoodlum can actually kill the merchant. So we're not going to do that. We're going to do this instead. Get some dots going on that. Move this way. Cool. That was beautiful timing, because now what we can do is I can pull Osbius away from the Marauder and we can go take care of this guy up here, because this guy is not gone yet. Apply some poison to him. He did hit Osbius, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Gylar can go for the kill. And this last Marauder over here on the left is just going to run at us. I think he can hit Vinaleus, but I'm not too worried about that. I can definitely tank one hit. Oh, didn't even do it. If the captain dies, do you get to rename, or is it gone for good? The captain, if the captain dies, you can get a new captain. Yes. However, if our captain dies, we cannot reappoint the exact same class as a captain. So That's something that I will say is a rule. Okay, now that both of these guys are on the same unit, and he does not have dodge, that's where we may be in a little bit of a pickle here, right? So that's something we need to be mindful of. Now, Sophia can definitely kill this Marauder and then turn around and taunt the Hoodlum, but then this Marauder can still go, right? And we have just enough movement to do some stuff. Right? And this is how we're going to do it. We're going to do this. Boom. Beautiful. That one's dead. That works. Now this guy's going to regenerate dodge, and we won. Now we can just sit here and take this guy slowly but surely. Through backstabs, poison, whatever we decide, right? But since we were on the way back to town to regroup and resupply and everything like that, this was a very good battle to have. It was difficult to an extent, took a little bit of a lot of repositioning and whatnot, but we did get some good loot out of it, which is why I'm happy about that. And now we are overweight once again, but I think we'll be okay. Sophia did level up. We're going to go ahead and career plans. You know what? I kind of want to add some willpower. I kind of want to get my units a little bit more willpower here, but I don't know if I want to burn. Man, I don't know. I don't know. Because 15 points is when they can actually get the dying state, right? But that's like a ways away. That's a ways away. That's, oh yeah. So we're just going to career plans it into critical. If Sophia dies because I'm not repositioning well enough, then Sophia dies. And that's going to be how everyone's going to be treated, essentially. Sophia, what are you? You're a miner. You're okay. Osbius, you're going to be converted into a cook temporarily because I need carrying capacity. So what we're going to do is we are going to cook 11 grilled pork, and that will lower our weight where we're within traveling. Yep. And now you're going to go back here because I need more happiness. And now that you're an apprentice, then I can roll you off of this again anyway. So I'll roll you back over to Thief. I could go for someone with, I could try to build a scholar. We need to recruit somebody, and since we do have a limit of 6 units for Tiltren, we'll probably recruit somebody while we're over here. Capture and sell in jail then. How dare you, Clydian, forcing a miner to fight child soldiers are a bad thing. You spelled that wrong. By the way. Anyway, so I need a new 2-handed axe, right? We need to actually give Gailar an upgrade. So first and foremost, that's what we're doing right now. Tragic. Okay. We could go for some upgrades elsewhere, right? Ooh, we could definitely get some hats going, some actual helmets. Let's do that. Let's at least get 1 or 2 of them going. We need some rope, so that's something that we'll have to make in the camp menu real quick using our tinker. Okay, so we can do that. Make a little bit of rope. Maybe. We don't have any hemp. We don't have enough hemp. Okay, so we cannot make any rope. I do need at least 1 rope to make a light hat for some reason. Don't know what they need the rope for, but whatever. We'll buy some hemp. And we will make rope, make a hat. Maybe 2 hats. maybe 2 hats, maybe 3 hats. Who knows? Honestly, we're going to use the ringleader's coif here because this is a really good level 3 hat, and it'll get us started out for Osbius. And we can use, I know we had a conversation about this last stream, right? But Bruce gave me, and if you guys don't believe me, you can check Bruce's rules that he requested, because this live stream is, you know, due to his requests. But he gave me a set of rules in Discord, right? So that is what I am referring to. And then I added a little bit of stuff to it, but not much, just to make it slightly more restrictive. But I cannot buy gear. Okay, so I cannot buy anything from a merchant, but if I loot it or I craft it, I can use it. So that's how this works. How's the journey going? Yo, what's going on, Jesse? It's going pretty good. Going pretty good. Let's see here. The nimble elbow. We do need to get everyone repaired here, and then I need Vinolaus to actually get a hat. So now that we're done making our rope, we will go ahead and craft a little bit more stuff, right? And then I think we should be good to hire somebody. What are you guys thinking? Frontliner? I think we need another frontliner. Like an actual, like, beefy boy or girl. Swordsman? Maybe? Or, I don't think I want to run 2 brutes. So I think a swordsman would be really ideal. I'd be okay with a scoundrel. But scoundrels, I mean, not a scoundrel, but a pugilist. I don't really want a tanky warrior. Not a huge fan of tank warriors, but I don't think we have a choice here. We get either a crossbowman, a ranger, or a warrior, and I don't like any of that, so we're not going to do it. So no hiring as of right now, but we will go ahead and repair, and we need to sell some stuff because we have a ton of crap. So we will be crafting a decent amount of stuff as well. What I will do, honestly, is we can probably hire that the ranger there and assign them as a thief to our tavern, though. So that may be what we do, right? Tauren? You mean Taurus? Yeah, we can do Taurus. I do not have a spearman. Honestly, I don't want a spearman right now. I wouldn't mind having a spearman later, but right now, my front line is my weakest point. I already have a flanking unit, right? And I've got a supporting ranged unit. Spearman's essentially a supporting melee ranged unit that can use for anti-flanking. And it can also be a decent DPS, but that's kind of a mix between Gylar's role and Vinolaus' role right now, and I just need someone that can be a beefcake. Repair kits are on sale. Yes, they are on sale right now. Let's go ahead and heal everybody. Oh, honestly, we may want to buy some meds, but we also may not want to. Taurus is a warrior, I believe, so I don't know if he fits the bill here. That's kind of my thought process too. Is we just kind of need to wait it out a little bit. But what we are going to do in the meantime is we're going to go ahead and dismantle a bunch of gear that we don't need, right? This should give us a decent amount of stuff that we can then use to build better starting gear for whoever we recruit, right? As well as leveling up our professions. But Vinolaus, I almost got rid of your hat, but I didn't want to. So here's your hat. Look at him, all proper and dashing. I still don't know where the rope went into that hat, but yeah, okay. What can we do here? Safeev's got a good one-hander. Osbius could use a better dagger, honestly. Like, that dagger's kind of mid. mid at best. And Osbius needs a new offhand too. So let's go ahead and let's make a couple torches, right? No, we don't have that much cloth. Ooh, we can craft one torch just to get the knowledge point for it. We're going to craft a lockpick for knowledge. A python for knowledge. We're going to craft a lot of things for knowledge from the looks of it. And we can craft a camp chest, might as well. We need to get rid of some of this weight before we set off anyway. So now is the time to do it. So we now have a camp chest that we can use for stuff and things and stuff. And now we've got a lot of knowledge points. So we can learn a few things for our tinkerer, right? We can look into upgrading various items, such as increasing their workshop to where, you know, we can get a better workshop. We do have the stuff to get a level 2 workshop, honestly. We could upgrade our cooking pot, reduces daily food consumption by 2 more. So that would be pretty good. And getting a permanent cook would be pretty beneficial. That would cut our food consumption from 13 down to 9. Upgrade our campfire would, we don't have the stuff to upgrade it. Getting a tent. I mean, there's a lot of things that we can do to give us some decent utility, right? Going on here. But let's take a look at our blacksmith, right? We can look into the experienced weapon stats, honestly, but we're not level 5. And I'm almost positive all of the gear that we would be crafting if we went to the next tier up will be level 5. I am going to learn the Qatar and whatnot, right? Yeah, so these are all level 5 weapons. So we're level 3. We're not even close enough to really entertain that right now. So we're going to hold off on that. Now, we can make a Targe and then get the upgraded version of that. That may be a better benefit and use of some of our stuff. And then let's learn, we need a cook so we can actually learn this stuff, right? And that'll unlock more recipes for our tavern as well. So that's another thing that we need to use some of this stuff for. So first and foremost, we will grab the upgraded workshop. And we will grab the upgraded cooking pot. That's 2 of our knowledge points. And we're going to hold off on using the last one. We're going to hold on to that. We're going to go back into Stromcap, and we're going to do a little bit more crafting, right? Okay. I almost want to go for the level 2 workshop over the level 1, the cooking pot, but I think the cooking pot's the better choice. We just need to get a cook to actually utilize it. We can only do one or the other. And hopefully we still have enough iron to actually make a dagger. We do. We have just the right amount. That was calculated. 100% calculated. I definitely wasn't risking for the biscuit or anything like that. And if I was, we could have dismantled the old dagger to get an iron ore, maybe. That would have been risky. But yeah, we're good. That gives us the stab ability, which is hit or miss. It's not that good, but I mean, hey, beggars can't be choosers right now. And we are going to appoint Vinolaus as our captain, right? I think that's what we're doing. So yeah, Vinolaus is now the captain. We have a decent amount of influence here. We can now craft a strategy table, which we'll worry about later. And we are well under carrying capacity now, so I'm feeling pretty good here. And we'll give Osbius a torch. Okay, I think we are in a good spot. That's a major power boost for us, getting Gylar an actual good weapon. Osbius has a better weapon now, and everyone's got hats, which super important. So as soon as we leave, we're going to go ahead and go do the Tiltren hunt. And by the time we're done doing our next lap, we should be able to, yeah, Osbius, we're going to get you out of being a thief for the time being, and you're just going to be a cook. Because, yeah, I need someone that can be a cook. And then we're going to learn mutton. Where is mutton? It's got to be here. Cool. We're out of salt, but that's okay. All right. So we're going to go do the Tiltren hunt real quick. There's a dead body over here. For those of you guys that don't know what the Tiltren hunt is or how to do it, it's really simple. There's a hunt in every region, right? You need to go find the tracker camp, and then essentially, and this is why you put a cook out, and then you utilize that. Oh, we're getting food, more food. Vinileus, Cephea's over here. These guys are super low level. We should actually be able to like kind of roll through them a little bit. But we won't be able to roll through them too much because we don't have any valor points. At least not currently. So let's see if we can get some generated real quick. Okay, I think we're in a position now to where we can actually start like doing some stuff. Cool. And this is how you generate valor points as a captain. You come in here, you just scream. Boom. All the temporary valor points. More than what I need now. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to toss this down right here. Both of those units are going to take some damage. And boom. We took a little bit. We did take some damage, right? I do not want these carcasses, though. We need to get rid of those. But I'm not going to hit repair because repairing that little of armor damage is just a waste of raw materials. We took like 4 damage, maybe 5. Now we'll probably end up repairing after the Tiltren hunt, but off that, no, we don't need to repair. Okay. And I'm not going to fully track it. It should be right down here. Yep. I don't think they reworked. Oh, but anyway, way up yonder, right? There's this little little tent, right? This little tent icon, the Highland Trackers Camp. If you go here, every single region has a Trackers Camp, and that essentially is how you start like a hunting mission for the Trackers faction. And when you complete it, you get stuff. It's how you learn your recipes for armor layers and stuff. So yeah, make sure you do your stuff. Okay, level 3, 1 alpha, 5 regular wolves. I don't think there's any reinforcements to this. No, it's just 7. Okay, we got 3 over here, 4 over here. Okay. I don't like the layout of this at all, but I mean, I can deal with it. Still not a huge fan, but we have 3 wolves over here, Sophia, Sitka, and an alpha over here, plus, you know, the 2 wolves. So what we're going to do, the alphas, this is too narrow. They have to go around. This wolf is blocking the 2 alphas. Okay, so if I lock this wolf in place, the 2 alphas cannot damage me this round. I will still have to worry about these 3, this one and this one, but these 2 cannot hit me. And because of that, I think we will be okay to an extent. How far can you move? I need to understand that. Okay. I like my formation I got. So this is how we're gonna do it. This is how this is gonna play out. And I'm going to, I would turn this wolf this way, but I still can't get a backstab on it. So it doesn't really matter. I will just come up here, get the standard grab on it going, right? Oh, there was enough room for them to fit through. It's fine. I'm not going to take any damage from most of these wolves, actually. Why do my skills cost double normal? Philippe, this is extreme difficulty. It's the hardest difficulty setting, and that makes all your valor point skills cost double, except for a couple choice few. And the reason those choice few do not cost double is because they suck in the first place. So the way to buff them is to make it to where they don't cost two. For example, the Herald Spearman that gives fury to units around it, right? That still only costs one. Or the Protector Swordsman that gives a 30% damage reduction buff to everyone surrounding it. That still only costs one. So okay, Venileus, we're going to move you down here, and we're going to generate. We're going to generate. We may not generate. We are not generating. We're not generating on that turn. Nope. I want you to get low, but I don't want you dead. RNGesus, I appreciate you, but why are you like this? Why do you do this to me? Anyway. I didn't want that wolf to die, but that's okay. Sophia can tank Sitka, and then, and then some, I guess. Yeah. Well, I don't... shit. Okay. We'll be fine. Everything's fine. I'm just going to cry a little bit. This one has 20 HP. This one's already gone. That one's already gone. These two have not gone. How far can you move? Far enough to be a pain in the butt. So we need to be very mindful of where we're moving, right? So we have to be right about here. We need to be about halfway down on this wolf. Do you know you can lock the area before moving to see if it hits all? Yes, I do know that I can do that. I'm just a lazy. That's fine. Am I gonna be able to fit through here if I do it this way? Yes, I am. Beautiful. Nice. Give me a crit. Give me a nice little crit there. Cool. All right. Now, Sophia. We are in a bit of a predicament here. So, first and foremost, we're gonna do. Okay. It's not how I envisioned that happening. To be honest, it's not exactly what I was hoping for. Go for the kill. And you're gonna come up here and tank this alpha. I'm hoping this doesn't go very poorly for me, but it could. Okay, it does not go very poorly for me. All right, I'm okay with this. I am a-okay with this. This could have been so much worse. We're gonna kill this wolf, and then we're going to move Venileus down here. This wolf's going to come and attack Sophia, probably. Yes, but that is okay. We're gonna go ahead and pop a reload real quick. Take this one out. We're gonna come down here, generate some valor points. Oh, it's going for Gylar. Okay. That's fine. Gylar, you can go ahead and go for damage here. Go for the kill. Go for a dunk. Pop galvanization. We're going to come down here and start building a flank on this alpha. So when Osvius gets over here, we have a nice surround bonus. Go ahead and stab. I want to burn one of my... No, I don't. Now I do. Goodbye. So I didn't want to burn my permanent valor point because I kind of wanted to use that for a potential later fight, right? Now is the time that I'm going to hit repair all. And we're going to drop those items because we don't need them. So we have completed the hunt. We can go turn that in. We still have some missions down here, right? And we need to complete a bit of the loop here. This will lead to a mission here, which will put us up to... okay, I know what path we're going to take. We're going to come up here, turn this in, go down to a loop here, okay? When we talk to him, he's going to send us up to a mission here. We'll do this mission. We have plenty of food. We probably won't... how much wood do we have? We have 24 wood. I'm not sure whose side we're going to take when we get over there. And then we're going to come over here. There's another regional mission that's right here. We'll resolve that, loop back through Stromcap, and then that should be close to, if not the end of that. Actually, no, I don't want to go that way. I don't want to have to turn that in. We're going to go and resolve the fishery first. Drop 4 carcasses. Oh, shoot, I do still have this, don't I? Good call out. Appreciate that one. Piggies. Okay, so we got an ambush off on some pigs. We don't really need the food, but we're gonna do it anyway. We are getting pretty close to where we're gonna have to camp, so I think we'll be okay doing this. And first and foremost, we're just going to come up here and take them out. And actually, we're going to let them flee. It's not every time that I let them flee or anything like that, obviously. But, you know, sometimes it's kind of worth it because I don't need to go through that entire fight. And I'm not going to get that much experience or resources out of it that I really need right now. So I think we'll be okay. I am, however, going to go over here to this field where we're going to camp. By the way, that little timer that you saw up top, do not, I repeat, do not. Oh, we only need 1 food. No, I lied. I don't know how to read. We only need 3 food. Do not let that timer, this little exhaust meter, fill all the way up with the dark orange. If you do, one of your units will die. By the way, pro tip, don't let the exhaustion meter fill up to max. It's bad. Bad news bears. Requires beer. You're gonna grumble about it. You don't need beer. Oh, Marheim's got a tavern for sale, huh? You can't send food to your tavern, I don't think.
My parents, unfortunately, but I would feel so. Thank you.
Okay, we're about to do some questionable things because I don't have money and, well, I guess I could burn some influence on this. Kind of depends on how we're feeling here, how feisty I'm feeling. If I remember correctly, he sells it super expensive.
What's it to you if I use that sheepfold on
Threaten brought, oh,
nothing to do with it? That pile
50
of
crowns,
rubbish
that's pretty
mine.
cheap. I thought it was 200. If it was 200, I would have been like, yeah, nope, we're done. But we can buy it for 50. That's fine. Here you go. Go do your thing. I didn't feel like gaining suspicion or anything like that right now. So we will take care of these poachers. We could do the hard contract that we have up here. We do have some contracts that we need to kind of like take care of, right? But I think we'll be okay. This will be a super quick fight on this one. Yeah, these guys do not have that much health, so we'll probably be bullying some people here. Yeah, we gonna be rude. Okay, so we can move 10 meters, essentially. I think I can kill one and then tie one down. I cannot. That is unfortunate. We did pop galvanization though, so that's kind of nice. So we'll move over here. Venileus, I think you can get a kill. Oh yeah, you can definitely get a kill here. Do we let them flee? No, we're not. Not on this one. Let you know I need to head in 30. Got my last D&D game of the year tonight. Hell yeah, man. Enjoy your D&D game, my dude. Thanks for tuning in, Sean. I appreciate you, my guy. Bonk. Bonk. And I don't think a crit's going to kill him, so we're going to hold off on that. We're just coming from behind with Faya. Got to get that little behind the scenes action, and boom. Okay. That was very painful for them and quick, so that's only worth like, okay, it's worth a couple of crowns. Sophia leveled up. Hey, look at that. We get the +2 naturally to critical hit, so we'll just go ahead and take that. And so in case anyone's wondering why I'm continuously pumping up crit, it's because crit is basically the best stat when it comes down to damage output. On a tank, you could argue. Nah, I'm not even gonna finish that sentence. You cannot argue that Constitution is something that's viable to pick up on any unit. You can argue early game that a unit's main damage stat, so for Sophia, strength, would be a viable pickup because it would give you a higher percentage increase to your core damage output as of right now. But especially since they're increasing the max level to like 15 now, right? The higher your level, the more crit outscales raw damage stats. If you pump in crit as your main attribute point. Armor layers don't need to go into crit. They can go into strength, they can go into movement, they can do whatever you want, okay? Those don't matter. Attribute points matter. The reason why attribute points matter more than armor layers and gear is because armor layers and gear, when you increase your crit, you're only increasing critical hit chance. But when you're increasing your attributes, on the crit stat, it's increasing both critical hit chance as well as critical damage. And that's where things get wonky, is the damage on top of critical hit chance. But yeah, I do have a video that kind of breaks down the math on that. And knowing the devs over at Shiro, I highly doubt they've recoded all the damage calculations for how weapons work. That it's been the same formula for years at this point. So yeah, I'm fairly confident in that math. Okay, so we're up against 7. We've got a poacher, 2 hoodlums behind us. We have a poacher, hoodlum, poacher in front. I think this will be a quick little match. Where is Van? Okay, he's down here. That's fine. we do not have... Okay. Constitution on Expo can be good if you do retaliation build. So I understand a thought process behind that. However, my counterpoint is that Constitution in and of itself, you get more health from leveling up naturally through the curve of the game that you will ever get by putting in attribute points, ever. And on top of that, your gear is essentially another health bar. That damage output is better even on a retaliation build, right? Because if it's a retaliation build, honestly, I mean, if you're retaliating, I'm assuming your damage is based off of your standard damage, right? I think your retaliation build would do better off just taking conversion oil, right? And more damage, because conversion oil converts what, 20% of the damage you deal to health. I think that's what I would do in that particular instance, but that would be off the top of my head, right? But Constitution in and of itself, the only thing that you should put Constitution on is workhorses, because it increases their carrying capacity and they're not in battle. But yeah. Oh, how do I want to do this? I don't want Venileus to actually be engaged. I don't want a lot of this stuff to happen the way it's going to happen. This is going to be a spicy meatball. But yeah, a very spicy meatball. We're gonna come in here and we're gonna freaking send it. Straight up sending it. Okay, that went well, considering what could have happened. Now what we're going to do is so close. Nope, too far away. That's fine. It is what it is. Yeah, we'll do this. Feels gross. Feels gross, but it is what it is. Okay, now that all the range damage is done, now it's time for Galar to go have some fun. And we're gonna do it this way. Generate a valor point. I'm gonna wait. He's gonna stab Sophia in the back. Venileus is gonna just walk on up here and should be able to get a kill here. Yep. Generate a valor point. We're not gonna reload. We're gonna let this round play out. Okay. I'm not worried about this encounter going on here. This one getting there is going to be kind of a doozy, but I think we'll be okay. What I do want to do is take this guy out. Okay, that's unfortunate, but that is what it is. I'm not too worried. We'll probably end up having to do a little bit of repairing after this one, but that is fine by me. Galar, it is time for us to come on up here. We need to take care of this hoodlum. Ooh, okay, so all right, never mind, we're not doing that. We are taking care of this hoodlum instead. This is one of those situations where we need to rescue the ranged unit. Okay, now that we're essentially, these guys have mostly moved. This one's still got to go. This one's still got to go. We're going to kill this one if we can, right? That's the goal. We failed at our goal, by the way. Now he's going to come over here and stab Menelaus. Yep. Well, no one's going to die. So that's the good news. The bad news is, as well, this definitely could have gone a little bit smoother, but we'll be fine. Definitely could have gone a little bit smoother, but that is okay. Slightly unfortunate, but still okay. Man, I really... How much... You have 2 HP. This does 2 to 3 damage. So, that'll kill. And because that didn't use loaded, we can shoot. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to generate some valor points. I'm going to go ahead and use it. Reload. I'm going to shoot this guy point blank. I wish I could just continuously reload, but we can't, unfortunately. That's fine. Sophia, come over here. Taunt. Realistically, that was the wrong order to do things. I should have just came in, and I definitely did the wrong thing there. I should have hit pound first. That's fine. I didn't even need to taunt, but we're here for a good time, not a long time, right? Is that how that goes? And boom. That was some pretty freaking scuffed gameplay, but it worked. Oh man. Let's look at Menelaus. Okay, I kind of, now that I went on a rant about a retaliation build, I want to see what's going on here. Attacks 1 time for each reload, optimize movement, backup shield every 2 reload, gain deflection, gains 2 aim every time they reload. Each round, the first time this unit applies a penalty to an enemy they reload. Each round, if this unit uses its basic shot 3 times, they reload. First time this unit lands a critical, they reload. Deal 6 damage to all units in the area, knocks them back by 6, ignores guard, critical hit guaranteed, fatal blow, reload. Okay. I don't see, maybe there's a specialization, the 4th specialization that allows something like that. Close range shot deals 8 to 14 damage to the target. The closer to the target, the more the damage increases. The unit firing the shot's knocked back and damage for 5% of their health. Can only fire once per round, but reload grants 5 aim. Okay. I do like how they created new master classes, though. That's kind of neat. I do like that a lot, actually. It's more than just the standard like classes that you would get from doing an arena or something like that, right? So I think that's pretty cool. Okay, do I want to take a look at the tavern? How are we doing over here? I've been kind of ignoring the tavern for a bit. We making money? Cool, we're making money. How are we doing over here? How are we doing on the kitchen? Oh, okay, we're still set here. We're working on getting that built up to where it's a 2-star brandy. Awesome. Grapes cheap, wolf cheap, salt. Awesome. Could hire another scullion. Could. We don't really have anything prepped for that. So let's go ahead and go back to our camp. We're going to learn wolf. We already have wolf sausage. What? Do I not have wolf sausage on this damn menu? What? Oh, it's there. Oh, okay. Yeah, then, all right, whatever. I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. Lund, me and you are gonna have words later on. I can feel it. We may have to have a later stream than normal. I might have to do another 4-hour stream because I want to make sure that I take out Lund and wrap up Tiltren and then get started on Marheim and Vertruse. Okay, cool. I'll take the hemp and we are going to use the lockpick. And you are a cook right now. How close are you to? Ooh, boop, 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 boop. You're 5 points into apprentice. Yeah, that's fine. We're resetting you down. Thief time. And now it's time for me to actually put on headphones for a second. I know it's only one lock, and I'm sorry. I didn't even need to really listen. Okay. But lockpicking is so much easier when you actually have sound on. Okay, that took care of a lot of that. And now we're going to head over here for this part of the story mission. Wife's going to be okay with second longest stream. She's typically asleep by the time I'm done streaming. So, yeah. What she doesn't know won't hurt her. Don't blow my cover. Oh. Well, they were coming in for some booty beating. But they were the ones that actively got their booties beat by the ghost pack. All fear the mighty ghost pack. All right, Osbius, you got a level to level 4. Pump that crit. So, and this is what I mean, guys. If you look at this, critical damage 34%. This increases critical hit and critical damage by 2%. If I do that, right, and as a 2-pip, whereas if it's a 1-pip, it's 1 and 1. Always career plans, obviously, because we want the stats. But 36% increased critical damage is pretty nice. If I remember correctly, base is 30%. This won't be the best gauge of it on Gylar because, you know, he's a tormentor. Oh, 10% base value. There you go. Oh, that's critical hit chance. Critical damage is 42%. Critical damage gets increased by your strength, by the way, though. So critical hit chance increases based off your dex. So it's a little bit all over the place. We don't have a woodcutter. We have a lot of wood here, but let's go ahead and talk to these guys. Get this all handled out real quick. And now that, oh man, he's still here. I just wanted to steal the wood.
What do you want now? Don't you have
How many repair? I have 7, and it costs 2 to fully repair. We're going to use 1 because 3 is not that big of a deal. We'll use 1 here instead of 2. We're going to use 2 on this one, and we will use 1 here.
Even if you will, do you mount artist? How dare go and tell your mercenaries? Did you?
So basically what's going on is this is a sacred, you know, forest to Tiltren inhabitants, and the refugees are like, we don't care, we need wood. So yeah, that's kind of how this works. Now we can either get wood or we can get food. We have 15 days worth of food. We are pretty much set on food and we have a lot of wood, but you know what? Let's help out we'll help out the refugees because wood's not that, we'll be able to use wood. Okay. Grimmick, foot soldier, phalanx soldier, and then we've got an entire like group here against Sophia, but yeah, I think we'll be okay. We got a hoodlum over here, right? Foot soldier, phalanx soldier. Anthus is, you have a ringleader? Yeah, you have a ringleader stagger. Gylar should be okay, and Venalea should be fine. So what we're going to do here, right? Volley of arrows is spooky. Do you have the enhanced visibility? Yeah. That's gross. Okay. Gylar, I need you to be the one to engage, actually, at this point. And we're going to generate a bunch of valor points right off the get-go, actually. We're going to pull all of our people back. We're going to walk right on up here. Go ahead and pop that. Get a crit out. Reload. That's unfortunate, but that's fine. I mean, a foot soldier doing that is completely fine to me. Okay. Grimmick's dead now, so that's good news. And we're going to use Sophia eventually to pull the foot soldier out and about, but let's go for some backstab damage instead. Neat. We could go for a smoke screen and get... you know what? Let's do this first. And then we'll apply a smoke screen, because that should generate a valid point, because we'll get a kill. Yep. And now we'll wait. These three guys, it's going to take them at least 2 turns to get to us, especially the footmen. Devious Whirlwind coming in. All right, well, that was easy. They lost their leadership bonus of extra movement. And yeah, we're going to kind of just play it by ear a little bit here. I don't think the Phalanx Soldier can get that far. He can hit Osbius, though. I don't think he will. I think he'll go for Anthus. All right. And now that he got closer, we can actually get a hold of him. Yeah. He got. Definitely got. These three guys, it's still going to take them a hot minute to get over here. So we're going to move Sophia over here. Kind of wish Anthus wasn't being a complete idiot, but whatever. We'll get over here to the Rusty Hatchet. Now, the Hoodlum being an idiot, I don't care about. And I know I could change their orders and whatnot and not have them run forward, but... honestly, them stacking up like this is going to be really beneficial because Anthus is going to go in there and do a shit ton of damage with a Devious Whirlwind. So, and that'll be fun to watch. 1 HP. And boom. Hoodlum dead. Wrong button. Got to move further. And okay. Now, Anthus is about to become a bit of a oh shit, so we need to do some damage here. Get these guys lowered HP wise, right? Okay, I didn't want to hit that guy twice, but whatever. Go get him, buddy. Yeah, I wanted to get one shot off on this guy because I knew he would die, but that's fine. Nope, they don't get to run. And now you have 4 stacks of poison on you. Okay. And now that he got closer, we can do some damage with Gylar, and this should be game right here. Or, you know, match, right? We've got the Valor points. We can go for the dunk, and that's it. Easy peasy. Venileus is now a Tormentor. Osbius became a Duelist. We got a level 2 Warbow, a Spear. We got some decent stuff, so I'm okay with that. Now we're going to head back in here. We'll talk to them, and they're going to be like, here, have a bunch of extra weight. And now we're overweight. It's funny how that works. Gylar. Good level up. Ooh, natural roll on the crit. I will gladly take that. What can we build? What can we build while we're out here? Strategy table. That'll help. Venileus being the captain as well as the tinker, kind of unfortunate, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal because after we're done crafting or whatever, we can just move them over here. We're still overweight. What can we use? Oh, we can repair. I only have 1 raw material that I can pop to... Okay. I mean, honestly, that wouldn't be terrible. I think if we break down the Outlaw Tabards, we will lose weight. I think. I hope. We did. Barely. We only lost like half a pound. But half a pound's half a pound, right? Okay, we are now at 100%. We're going to... Okay. We are at 100%, so we're almost done with the storyline, right? We'll go talk to this guy up here. We're going to rest, and then we're going to head back to Stromcap. When we get back to Stromcap is when... There it is. Yeah. So, when we get back to Stromcap's when the fate of Tiltren will be decided. And then after we regroup, we should be able to potentially recruit a unit and then go take on Lund. And then it's off to Vertreuse. Cool. And we have food. Plenty of food. And we can still, you know, we have plenty of time that we can, you know, go and do the various things in 100% the Tiltren map. I don't necessarily feel like we need to do that today. So that's kind of why we're not, you know, going spelunking into the Tomb of the Ancients or anything like that. Plus, on top of that, the Tomb of the Ancients here gives you Dagon's Hammer. And even in our rule set, we're not really trying to grind out the most meta builds or anything like that. And Dagon's Hammers, I'm not going to say is the meta by any means, but it's a pretty popular item. We're not going to mind that because I don't want to deal with all the weight crap that I gotta deal with. So we'll head up to Stromcap. We'll do what we gotta do, and we'll take it from there. I'll put the willpower item on Sophia. But we're basically fully repaired. Stromcap's going to be one hell of a battle. I enjoy doing the Stromcap battle, though. It's pretty fun. And I think we can actually get into Stromcap, sell some stuff before we even do the final battle, because the final battle is on this side. So we can go in here and do whatever we gotta do, like recruit somebody and whatnot. So we have a crossbowman. We have a pugilist. Ooh, a pugilist would be fun. And we have another warrior. I'm going to buy a pugilist. We're going to hire a pugilist. Theotes. We may rename you. I don't know. But first and foremost, pugilist, ton of fun. I do enjoy the pugilist. Pugilist can be the ultimate one-shot. It can be all sorts of things. Let's see what we got here. The Scour, the Scourge, right? Yeah. Adaptive strike deals 5 to 6 damage to the target 2 times. Attack stance knocks the target back by 1.5 meters. Initiative slowed down for 1 round. Defensive stance gains deflection. Okay. Yo, Sean Stewart, super stoked you're back in the saddle. I feel like I haven't seen you on here in ages. Sean, it has been a while, my man. How you doing, bud? How you been? Been good? Has the year treated you well? It has been a long time since I've been live streaming, and that was not a choice of my own. But yeah, really bad internet provider for a hot minute there. So yeah, we got good internet again. We're back in action. All right. I'm not entirely certain what we're going to be doing with Theotes, but I am feeling that we're going to go with Bruiser. Bruiser or Wrestler. Wrestler could be pretty good too. We could also do Bruiser. Either one of them would probably be pretty beneficial, not gonna lie. Okay. Let's see here. We will do Valor's Duel. Yeah, we're going to do Valor's Duel. And then we're going to do Bruiser. Okay. And we will increase our crit. And once again, get that squared away. And now we need to go create some gear. And we should have... we don't have that much iron. We might not be in a very good position here, but we are gonna figure it out. Okay, we have enough iron for this at least, right? Make better armor. I mean, not armor, a better weapon. Not having good armor just means we have to position better, which, oh boy. We could do alterations, right? Oh yeah, we could increase that up to, yeah, we're not doing that. One, it's super expensive because you need freaking bear cloth, but yeah, super low level gear too. We'll get rid of the farmer's rags. We have a lot of crap here that we can sell and break down. So that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to exit. And we are going to break some stuff down. Poisoning. Okay. Just standard thugs Qatar. More poisoning. And that'll actually give us iron ore too. So all of that should give us, it gave us 7 iron ore. I think that's enough actually for us to, yeah, because we're now at 11. That should be plenty for us to at least make a piece of medium armor. Yes, we have enough for a piece of armor. We may actually have enough. Yes, we have enough for a piece of armor and for the helmet that goes with it. So that was the correct play. Okay, so we'll do all of that. Theotes is going to be in a much better position here, and then we will make him a barbute. And that is our 5th unit, right? So we can technically go up one more. We don't have the gear to prepare for another unit, but yeah. Alchemist, honestly, I'm okay with an alchemist. I could also be okay with, you know what, Osbius, you can stay a thief. Theotes, you are going to be a cook. Just a cook, you're a bruiser, so the extra con isn't completely wasted on you. Ideally, the cook would be like a swordsman or something that's like a pure tank, right? But it's fine. But yeah, I am okay with this. I'm happy with how this is turning out. And now that extra unit will give us one more weapon for this fight. Okay, so we are helping out the refugees here, right? And we're only getting 2 allies. That's rough. I think 2 full allies, right? Yes, 2 full allies, because everyone else is like mid-battle, right? So that's kind of how this is gonna work. So we need to be a little mindful of how we're going to do this. So Venileus can kill this foot soldier and then start working on the lieutenant. Gylar, Osbius will move over here. We're gonna move a hoodlum over here. We've got these guys over here, right? Sophia can help with that. Theotes can also help with this. Ooh, Theotes can get down here though. So 2 people are going to go before we move. But yeah, what I really want is I want to at least get to where we have, okay. So that was one of the people that was going to go. That was actually the next person to go. And we're going to go ahead and just reload. I'm going to move a little bit this way. A little bit more. Get a crit off. Beautiful. Now we're going to move down. And that lieutenant is having a really bad day now. All right. Now, Theotes, do you have enough movement to get there? You do not. That is unfortunate. I wanted to see if we could rescue the vigilante, but not quite how that's going to work, huh? We have 2 foot soldiers here. One's got a helmet, one does not. Sophia should be fine. We could go and kill the lieutenant, but this hoodlum's already gone. So we're not saving him a turn. We're just potentially saving him from taking damage, and that isn't something that I'm going to, you know, cry about. Defensive stance. Okay, so defensive stance applies weakening. Attack stance applies attacks 1 extra time. Dealing a decent amount of damage will be pretty good too. What we will probably do here is, first things first, we're going to walk up here, and instead of applying weakening or fragility, we're going to use Skullbreaker to engage. Right, we're going to do some bonus damage due to his guard. Right, now we're going to swap over to defensive stance. And only hit him a couple of times, but that applies weakening. The Theotes will not take as much damage. Oh, cool. So this guy ended up going first anyway, and I think... All right, this guy's going. That's fine. I think this one down here is going to die. But 4 damage to Theotes is whatever. That's abysmal. Phalanx Soldier, Vigilante, and the Lady Mayoress is over here. Sophia, we're going to get you over here, and we're going to get a hold of this Foot Soldier. Beautiful. And we're going to apply Weakening Blow, just so we don't take that much damage. So now both of these guys are weakened, essentially, and very little damage incoming. We're good. Now, they will get reinforcements here, but don't... Oh, thank God. I thought Fergus was going to hit a lot of my units, and I was about to be very upset. So, this lieutenant's already gone. And at that point, I kind of want to take it out, right? So we can free up the unit here. And the off chance that reinforcements come behind this unit. So that way this unit can either work as a health sponge, or so it will turn around and actually deal some damage. It's kind of the thought process there. And then this one happened to go first. So beautiful. All the extra units got saved, essentially. So they are now health sponges. Or extra damage, right? Because just because it's at 3 HP doesn't mean it cannot do full damage. Like, it'll still do full damage. It's very helpful. Phalanx Soldier and the Vigilante, they have extra movement, so they can basically go wherever the hell they want, which is kind of shisty, if I'm gonna be real. So what we're gonna do instead is do this. Get them bonus attacks in. Okay, still at 3 HP. One reinforcement there. I don't know. Was that just it? Was that all there was? That was it? Okay. I don't want to do double strike here because we do not have very much. So do. Oh boy, we don't have very many valor points, do we? And moving up here will help us generate a little bit, but not a ton. Am I the only one who's nervous about the Mayor Archer with unlimited movement who may murder your entire party? Yes. I'm not worried at all. I should probably be worried about this shot, but I'm going to take it anyway. Ha! Yeah, I ain't scared. Why would I be scared, man? What's going on, Bruce? You having a good night, my dude? Nine, 15%. This guy's got 0. And we're gonna run right on up here. We're gonna do some damage here if we can. Fragility, huh? Swap over to attack stance, and we're gonna go for the old 3, 1, 2, 3, razzle dazzle. Hit him with the old razzle dazzle. Oh shit! So there was one back here. Merry late Christmas, yeah, dude. Hopefully you had a great holiday. Hopefully you had a wonderful holiday. Okay, I do want to kill this guy before he moves. Do I have anyone that can get a hold of him besides this hoodlum? I mean, this hoodlum is going next. Never mind. This hoodlum should kill him. I shouldn't be worried. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and free up Sophia. If I wanted to, I could actually use smoke screen and get the kill anyway. How far can this hoodlum move? Can you move far enough to? You can. That is exactly what I'm going to do then. I'm going to just do this. Get the free kill on this lieutenant before it moves. Then this one's going to come up here and bog down this phalanx soldier. Boom. This guy's just kicking it down here. 3 HP. No big deal. All right. And now Sophia. We're going to come up from behind. Just do a little love tap. No big deal. Move on over here. And we're going to slowly but surely get into position to take on the mayoress. Ow. This lady does have a ton of movement, though. I will say that. An absurd amount of movement. Absolute absurd amount of movement. It's fine. We will be okay. But yeah, it is kind of ridiculous how far she can move. We will eventually catch up to her. May take a little bit of damage, but we'll get there. Should I have tied her down earlier? Probably. That'll be okay. We'll be fine. You're dead. Don't. I was going to say, please don't stand next to me when you end your turn. That's just going to make me upset. Crossbowman is pretty strong. I am enjoying the crossbowman. I will say that. I am enjoying the crossbowman quite a bit. Extra 5 meters of movement might help me out quite a bit here. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. No crits. Cool. We're fine. Everything's fine. How far does the map go this way? Lady, you're so far away. I straight up cannot catch her. She's gonna have to come this way. Yeah, I don't want to push with my with the Osbius anymore. Osbius can literally just get turned around and critted on because she can't get a hold. We can't get a hold of her. I was gonna say she has to turn around though. I think I've got enough movement to get there now. Yep, I do. It's gonna hurt. She gets an attack of opportunity on me, but never mind. She has to survive the first hit to get the attack of opportunity. I will take all the things.
You've no right to be here. Strong cat is
We're here. So,
Okay, and now the mayoress is dead. We have liberated Stromcap, and by liberated I mean we forcibly let the refugees in. All right, so now we're gonna go and we are going to tear apart all the crap that we don't need, right? And Ventileus did get a level up. Go ahead and pop it into crit. Okay. Some spears, medium armor. We got a little bit of everything here, right? We got a warbow. Pretty decent haul in, honestly. Let's see. What do we got here? We got a warrior, civilian, and crossbowman. So same group that was here earlier. Yo, what's going on, Antifusion? Happy holidays. Been a minute. Yeah, no, it has been a minute. Hopefully you are doing well. Okay, we're fine here. We're gonna go ahead and prep for Lund at this point, right? Gonna dismantle some stuff. Every time the student performs an attack of opportunity, they gain protection for 1 round. I mean, it's not bad, but I don't think we're really needing that. Damage from attacks of opportunity plus 4%. I mean, that would be a really, like, that's not a terrible combo either, but we're going to go ahead and dismantle all of it so we can get some resources. Make a little bit of rope. And let's go for some food here that we can get, right? Hemp tea. No, we need syrup, though. Definitely want some syrup. Syrup's super easy to make, and we have enough for like 11 of it. So yeah, we have tons of syrup. And now we have apprentice cook. All right. So it's time for us to sleep real quick. Syrup should only be like what? 2 food? Yeah, it is 2 food. Okay. Whatever. We'll go extra on the syrup, I guess. And now we can do a lieutenant. So, guys, who should we have as a lieutenant? Befriend Theotes. Yes, befriend Theotes. You guys are like brethren now. Okay, are we in a position where we can take on Lund? I don't know. This is gonna be, yeah, I don't know how strong Lund is, honestly. We may need a retreat. Let's buy some meds before we do anything, right? And can we take an extra contract? Lund isn't even available as a contract. Okay. Before we go take out Lund, let's go do some contracts. We need money. Lieutenant Gylar, at your service. I enjoy the game, but I never push really far. Could you recommend any weapons to aim for from bosses? Need to make long-term goals to keep playing. Yeah, I can definitely do that. So Lund is level 6, I believe. Bruh. Level 6, that's gonna be a doozy. We'll see. We'll see. I'll get close enough to just take a peek-see, right? And then if I see that, you know, I'm just completely outgunned and outmatched, then I'm gonna be like, we ain't doing it. Gylar, appointed to lieutenant. Gylar the Nimble Elbow has been appointed lieutenant by the troop. That is an interesting title, by the way. The Nimble Elbow. Hopefully he doesn't play tennis. I'll get rid of the nimbleness real quick. But anyway, back to the question from Antifusion. So, the boss weapons that I really recommend, Krupp's Sax is really good. That is one of those weapons that I think you can make a really strong build with on almost any of the subclasses of Ranger. It's a really good dagger. I am very partial to Splitter, but Splitter objectively is not good. So before you go and rush and get Splitter, it's not actually good from a meta perspective. I just enjoy it. Another really good weapon that is kind of niche is Bion's Axe. It applies fever. I think it applies fever, or you generate rage on crit. I can't remember. Either way, I like Bion's Axe. I don't remember what it does off the top of my head. I just remember that I enjoyed making berserker builds, one-handed axe berserker builds with it, offhand like a torch for extra crit chance. The arena weapons, there's some pretty decent ones. I'm not a huge fan of Viper. Viper's it takes way too much setup for it to actually be useful. Most fights don't last long enough for Viper to be like, holy crap, this is amazing. It does work really well against bosses, but Lund is going to be tricky with limited movement. I just have to juggle him. I might lose a unit or two, especially because I don't have high willpower on anybody. I haven't put any points into willpower on anybody, so it is what it is. I really don't want to recommend like the OP weapons like Dagon's Hammer. Like Dagon's Hammer is just one of those that's just amazing on like a good Vanguard. But you've probably already got that. It's in Tiltren. Later game weapons. I mean, I'm trying to think here. I'm not a huge fan of the spear and bow combo. Like those, I do not like that. It's like Narcissus bow or something like that, and Huron spear, I think, maybe. Not a huge fan of those. There is the swords that you get from the arenas in Grinmere. I don't like. There's a two-handed sword and a one-handed sword. I'm not a huge fan of those. There's really there's not that many like purple or like legendary weapons that I'm a huge fan of, to be honest. I'm a big fan of the bow from the Herrig boss. The Arthas region boss, right? That one? The Ghost of Harag. Shoot, I know who it's named after. I fucking me and him used to talk all the time when we were doing beta testing. He made videos of solo archer builds, actually. Fuck, what's his name? Yeah, I cannot remember it off the top of my head. I know if I go, I could literally just back out of this real quick, because the thing is, a lot of the people. Oh, it's Kagal, duh. But a lot of the bosses in Wartales are named after people who were significant impacts to the community, by the way. So, like, Kagal is an archer because Kagal had a yeah, takes notes. It's not Dorum. Dorum does not have a boss. I wish Dorum had a boss. I feel like Dorum did a lot for the community, and the way things ended were very unfortunate. I still talk to Dorum on a regular. I like Dorum. Dorum's really chill. Dorum was making a overhaul difficulty mod for the game, and a lot of the changes that he implemented into the difficulty mod, he turned over to the devs, and they've implemented some of it, but Dorum's difficulty mod was good. Yeah, like I enjoyed it quite a bit. All right, there's only 4 of them here. We got a raider, another raider, 2 henchmen. Henchmen don't even have offhands. Like, we should just be able to roll through these guys, right? I don't want to burn through a ton of valor points right now. It's super early, so let's just, you know, have a little bit of fun with this. I don't know who's gonna go first, right? That's kind of my issue here. So Venileus, I think I can get you to get a free kill here. So generate a valor point. This is gonna be a toughie. Don't miss. It's a 16% chance. You're not gonna miss. Sweet. Now reload. Okay, that was pretty cool. That was nice. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty cool. I did not expect to see a 31 crit, but I am a-okay with that. And now we'll come up from behind over here. Am I gonna get an execute? No. Damn, that was a 41 damage. Dorum's guides were great. Dorum had, I still have Dorum's master Excel sheet too, from all of his data pulling and whatnot. Because the thing is like, the reason why the guides that I had back in the day were like super accurate and whatnot is because Dorum, like, we literally ripped the code out of the game. Like we knew what all the calculations were because we were looking at it. Everything's hard coded in this game, and they use they don't use like standard C# or anything like that, right? It's a different language entirely that a Shiro Games uses. It's the same language that they built Northgard on. I can't remember exactly what it's called off the top of my head, but it's not like a standard coding language by any means. At least not one that we use over here in the States. Yeah, Dorum, like we had all that ripped out, and we knew what was hard coded into the game, and a lot of things are hard coded in. So took a lot to figure out how to tweak everything in. That's why it's really easy to determine what units are going to go first in battle, because there is a hard-coded weight to what enemy units go first, regardless if you hide turn order or not. By the way, turn order is like predetermined, basically within like a very small margin. By the way, is there a way to reset character attributes? There is not. You cannot reset character attributes. You can respec specializations, but you cannot redo attributes. That is one of the things that they do not have in the game. Man, I don't want to use all the booze because we need the booze and we need to cook. Oh, well, let's do this instead. It's a bit much. Let's do that. Yeah. Promotion items have changed. My menu needs to... Okay, well, we have a ton of profits over here, right? How are we looking? Okay, we are going to start losing... Like, we're going to start hurting on money soon. So, let's talk, right? Ask the carpenter to reinforce the door. Or sand the tables. Sand the tables. How much money we get? Like, how much can I... 100 is 100. Now's the time to pull it out, by the way. So you wait until this hits 100 and then you can pull it out, because it can't go up more than 100. And the longer you wait, like, the better it is, right? So that's kind of why we're doing the way we're doing it here at the ye old tavern. We're still doing fine here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start selling tons of brandy. Screw it. We have plenty. It's aged. We can buy another barrel. Have another barrel on the back prepped, right? I don't even know what we're gonna do with that, but we need to learn some new brewer recipes. Okay, we have a 2-skull hideout over here. I don't want to take on a 2-skull hideout. That is going to be death. Our mission is right here, so we will take care of this one. I want these guys to do their thing, fight that out. We don't need to partake in this. Dorum also knew the lore of Wartales too. That was cool to chat with him in Discord on the honorary Wartales historian. Yeah, Dorum like actually memorized everything. Like the Dorum's dedication to knowing everything in Wartales went way beyond just mechanics. He knew like everything, and he knew the location of everything. He knew. So not only did he know who had what, right? Because he had all these data sheets, like data mined everything. So he knew what was where, how to get it. He knew the recipe for everything. He knew how to get specific traits, like the ones that you get from like tormentor and stuff, right? He knew how to do all that. He knew how to trigger all of that. He had everything written down, and he knew all the lore. Like, he knew almost everything there was to know about Wartales. So that guy, he blew me out of the water when it comes down to actually like knowing what's going on. That guy had his stuff together. He knew his stuff. Judna, the little hoodlum. Sophia, scoundrel. Ooh, scoundrel, huh? Okay. I don't really like fighting enemy pugilists, I'm not gonna lie. They're kind of spooky to an extent. Then again, I'm kind of spooky at this point. We do have 1 round of enemy reinforcements coming in, and they will, I mean, realistically, from the way the map looks, they'll be coming in from these sides, and maybe back here. I'm not going to respond to that, Vis. I cannot respond to that. I will get in trouble. If I want to get 100% crit chance in the late game, how much base crit chance do you need to get? You do not need to get that much. You really don't want to, you don't need to get that much for base crit. However, so the soft cap for crit, a lot of people say is about 60-70% because you can just use food and whatnot to increase crit chance, right? But I would say pump all your attributes up to for level ups, maximize crit as your stat, and then once you hit like level 13 or 14, right, that's when you're in your late game or whatnot, and then you can start tweaking your armor to increase your main damage or your movement or anything like that, right? I think with food you can get an additional, it's either 15 or 25%. So and then there is like armor layers and whatnot that you could do to tweak it, but realistically you probably only need, I want to say it's sub 80%. I want to say it's about 65% that you actually need crit to effectively have a crit on every shot, on every attack. It's not as high as everyone says it is. I personally max out my crit stat, right? And then I typically, except for this run, put in a ton into movement. So yeah, but food more, you can take at least 30%. So yeah, that's pretty insane. I didn't think food was that high. If food's 30%, then yeah, you really 60%, 65% is probably fine. Osbs, but that's using food buffs, and I'm not a huge fan of food buffs. I don't use them. Bread gang. They are really useful though. Let's see here. Who do I want to initiate on? That's the problem. That is the question here, right? So we do have a poacher way out here in the back. Honestly, I may have to use these guys here. And can you reach Judna? You can. Okay, the poacher is going to go first, most likely. 90% chance the poacher goes first. Judna or the hoodlum could potentially go after, right? But realistically, it's going to be the poacher. I'll put Osbius over here, and I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. We're going to put, yes. Yeah, we're gonna do this. This is how we're gonna do it. Generate those extra valor points right now, and we're going to see if we can take out a hoodlum first and foremost. Hoodlum's definitely dead, 100% dead. Now we're gonna move Vinileus off to the side. So it was her. Okay, that's spicy. But ultimately it is what it is. Okay, so Theotes, we could try to start dealing damage to Judna, but Judna's already gone, right? So not really too much of a point in worrying about that at this point. We're gonna come up here and we're just gonna start doing as much damage as we possibly can to these guys. Boom, got the crit off. Beautiful. And I think we can go for a kill. Oh, cool. They got Theotes out of it. Unfortunate, but is what it is. Okay. Now we're going to use Theotes. We're going to go right here. And we are just going to use double strike. Get into a decent stance here. We're going to swap over to defend. No, we're not. We're going to tank it. And we are going to use run here to get rid of the lovely fire that we had on us. And we're going to start damaging this poacher. Oh shit, I forgot we were getting reinforcements. Where did you come from? There's literally a fucking wall. Whatever. All right, game. Literally a wall, but okay. Theotes, you are going to take some damage here, but I think you will survive. I hope you will survive. I do need to get a hold of this poacher, and that marauder does kind of scare me, I'm not gonna lie. So first and foremost, man, Sophia, we need to get a hold of this hoodlum. And it was the poacher. Okay, cool. Hit Gylar, please. Thank you. I'm okay with that. I'm A-okay with that. I don't like that. I don't like a lot of these things, actually, but we kind of have to do what we have to deal with. And we're not going to be... Ooh, that'll work. %76% chance. I don't like that at all. We'll take this one instead. We're not going to reload here. We're just going to wait. Theotes is definitely hurting a bit. Theotes does have enough damage output to get a kill here and has enough health to actually survive whatever happens, right? For this round. He does not have enough health to survive a second round, though. So I really don't want to necessarily lose Theotes here. That'd be kind of rough. All right. Killing the poacher means that I don't have to worry about Theotes getting shot by a poacher, which is pretty beneficial. The marauder is going to be probably coming over to Gylar. Yep. Okay. All right. So here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to walk right over here, get right in the middle, and you go for the guaranteed kill here. Okay. Now we're going to reload, and hopefully we're going to get this one. Beautiful. That pops galvanization. We're in a pretty decent spot. Go over here and wait. Now, we're not going to use Theotes at all. We're going to... Oh boy. This is going to be spicy. Spicy, spicy, spicy. Because we basically have to kill both of them at this point, right? Oh, and I don't know. Okay, this guy has poison on him, so we need to get him, you know, to go first. Dash would get the kill on the hoodlum. I don't know if that'll give us a retreat. Theotes can kill. Okay. The Otes can deal damage to this Marauder. Gylar hasn't gone yet. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to use our dash. We have to use our dash. Which sucks because I'd rather use it for a disengage, but we can't. So we're going to come up here from behind. Mothership beamed him down. Adding crit chance is better than adding strength dex. Yes, Philippe. Yes. Sorry. I didn't catch that early. Is there a flower nearby? There is a flower nearby. Do I want to go? Yes. We'll just let them go. I don't have to worry about anything else. We're fine. Repair everybody. Theotes, I do not have... Okay, can no longer be chosen to complete tasks. That's fine. You know what? We don't even need to do that. I don't remember if we had the mission to discover the Tiltren tomb. Excuse me. But if we do, then cool. Here it is. And if we don't, then cool. Here it is. Take the win on this one. That's exactly how I felt. I was like, you know what? I'm not. We're done. We're just gonna take the L. I'm not gonna push my luck there. I've got some people that are hurting a little bit. Now we could go and unlock the Balerian Archipelago with our little boat down here, but I'm kind of spooked on that, so we're gonna hold off because that is most likely going to be a very, very spicy region. I'm pretty sure Balerian is like level 13 plus. So that is do not pass go, do not collect $200. We are about to get one shot. You see how much we're bullying these level 2s and 3s when we're level 4. Can you imagine what a level 13 will do to us? And you don't have to think hard. It's instant death. No amount of maneuvering or anything like that's going to keep us alive. Another thing I did notice about Region Locked is that refugees get stronger the more you kill them. So these are like level 5 refugees now, and not like the little level 1s or whatever. So see this bar here? Don't let that max out. If that maxes out, somebody dies. And by the way, letting y'all know, in case you didn't know. Maybe I'll get rid of someone's alcoholism. No, I just made them sad.
My concoctions can heal.
Okay. But now that we've, you know, done a mission, we can claim some money. See if we can hire somebody. Mount Altus Tower. Okay, we can handle that. Why is Lund not on this? Like, what are we doing here? Ooh, a brute. Okay. A swordsman. Bet. And an archer. Okay. Arnius. I think we're going to hire Arnius. That will be our 6. And Arnius is going to be a protector. See, I like protectors, and this only cost 1, so I like it a lot. Fighter's OP. Okay, that is what it is. Fighter's OP, but protector's useful. I do like protector. You know what? We're gonna do something weird here. I'm gonna grab defensive stance. I don't like how defensive stance. Oh, defensive stance is different now. Holy shit, each time the student takes damage from a skill, you gain 1 valor point. That's... Oh my. That is so different from what I am used to it being. That got reworked. That is different. Okay. Damn. Welcome, Arnie. Gotta go. Good luck with Lund. We'll watch you later. Happy holidays, everyone. See you, Justin. You don't like them as sword and board, though? You made me appreciate the protector build. Bro, I like protector, okay? A lot of people don't, because people are like, well, why on earth would you ever, you know, like, there's no point in doing protector because damage is king. I understand damage is king, but sometimes I don't want to freaking just one-shot everything. Like, At that point, it's not about strategy. It's just about, it's a puzzle game. And he's like, who can I kill before they take their move? I mean, I still play that way, but I mean, at least it's process of elimination, right? Ooh, layered armor. +7 carrying capacity, 10 guard, 13 armor. That's medium armor, but I mean, okay, that's not too bad. We need to make some better gear, right? But I mean, we'll at least give him that to give him something to chew on. Okay, now, if you need a tank, Protector is awesome, dude. I love Protector. Okay? Protector does great work. Arnius, you're not going to be a tinkerer. You know what? I kind of want to make you into a brewer. That'd be different. Or a scholar, right? Something that's just different. I've never actually played with a brewer. Never played a brewer class. I don't have anything to, assign you to. But, boom. There you go. Go do that. You're going to go there. And we're going to dismantle some stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So we have a little bit of gear, but we don't have enough to actually, really put something together, right? Then we could buy... We're buying it. Tiltren Restoration, just... we had to do it. We had to do it, right? So we can make a Targe, at least, right? So that'll give us a shield that's going to be at least serviceable for Arnius. Oops. Man, this was it's gonna be not a good shield. My bad. But hey, now we can learn a better shield. The reinforced buckler. Much better. Arnius, let's get you kitted out with at least a shield. Sword and board. I am A-okay with that. Ringleader's tabard. So we can't dismantle the tabard. 1 willpower, 2 crit hit, 16 armor, 2 movement. What is that in comparison to what we have? Equivalent, but 1 bonus willpower and 2 bonus critical hit. Okay. Venileus, you're going to be using that. We have an extra warbow. We have some extra stuff here, but we're not going to be using too much of it. I need to sell a bunch of this random bullshit. So that's what we're going to do. Where are we? We're right here. Okay, we're going to wait for this caravan to pop out. Very patiently. Did they teleport? They teleported. I fucking hate that. That's so annoying. Okay. I'm going to wait for this caravan to come in because I need to sell them stuff. I'm like a traveling merchant salesman here, right? We're going to be selling some stuff to make some money. And then I need to go mine. We have a ton of carrying capacity right now, though. But I'm kind of spooked about money because we have 2 days until our next wages. And honestly, we need to start capturing some people because I haven't been doing that. I've been getting kind of lazy. We had a ton of crowns stockpiled up at one point, and I was like, oh man, we're fine. And now I'm going, not so much. So we're going to sell all this crap that we do not need. We're going to hold on to some of the stuff because it is going to be useful, but I don't need fish oil right now. I'll hold on to the seasonings at least. There's going to be a lot of stuff that we don't necessarily need immediately. Why sell for caravans? Can you sell in market? You can sell in market. So the reason why I want to sell in a caravan is because when you sell to a market, it never leaves that market. Okay. So if I were to sell something here in the market, right, it's going to stay in their little trading thing forever. And it gets kind of annoying. And if you want to buy something that's on sale, right, they roll on every item, right, if it's going to be on sale. And the more random shit you sell to a person that, for example, Hewlin, right, like the blacksmith, the more random shit you sell to the blacksmith, the more likely it is that you have random shit that's on sale instead of raw materials or, coal or like that Tiltren restoration. Like one of the 3 things that you actually want him to sell to you for cheaper, you could, be getting fisherman rags that's on sale instead. So that's why you don't want to sell to the market inside. That's why. But yeah, that's at least the thought process behind that. We have plenty of. Okay, we haven't gone this way in a bit. We have the Mount Altus Tower. So let's go over here to the Sinister Cave. Sinister Cave actually generates iron now. So we'll do this, right? Potentially capture a couple units, trade them in, and go take care of the Altus Tower. I think that's what we do. And that should get us a little bit of crowns going. For seasonings, you need to visit the tavern. They disappear and make more money after next shift, I think. Right. I'm not too like worried about seasonings right now. I'm holding on to them for whenever I do eventually visit the tavern. I mean, I kind of just abandoned the tavern quite a bit right now. We could hire some more people. We could do a lot of things here. But we're sitting fat and happy. I could pull money out, but I'm using the tavern essentially as a bank, as an oh shit bank if I start like running low on crowns, right? And I'm kind of just sitting and forgetting it, upgrading stuff as I go. But I'll do like a big overhaul here whenever we go to Marheim, which I need to beat Lund. Once I beat Lund, we'll be able to go to Virtues. But I'm kind of nervous that Lund's going to be super overpowered in Region Locked, because it's been a hot minute since I've fought Lund in Region Locked. Like, it's been a while since I've played Region Locked, to be honest. So, but okay. We got some of the iron that we need. Hopefully there's some bandits out here in the woods. Those are not bandits. Those are pigs. Believe it or not, I don't want to fight the pigs. I don't want to fight the pigs. I don't want to fight. I'm fighting the pigs, aren't I? I'm fighting the pigs. Oh, I'm not fighting the pigs. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Oh, I am fighting the pigs. Damn. Oh, man. Okay. That's what I get for taunting the pigs, isn't it? I asked for this when I taunted the pigs. Never taunt the pigs. Just gonna make you upset. Oh, man. Okay. I could go for the... Yeah, we're gonna do it. Actually, we're not gonna do that. It's a terrible idea to kill the first pig, even though these guys are level 1, right? But it's a terrible idea to kill the first pig. Kill the first pig you attack. That one would have paid off. But typically you don't want to do that. Because all you do is generate fury, and then you get hit for more damage. We took 2 damage. I'm okay with that. Go away, piggies. I don't need you. And I am not burning a raw material on 2 damage. Not happening. Now, I do wish that I had bought some salt. I will say that. Okay. Sticky oil. Companion starts the fight with deflection. Pristine essence, immortal blooms, honey, and grease. You know what? I'm not opposed to that. I might actually buy some sticky oil. Might get the old recipe for that eventually. Because we're not allowed to use damaging oils, right? So we might as well, you know, have a little bit of fun with it. It's kind of my thought process here, right? It's to figure out what we can do that's just different. And having a unit or 2 that starts out with deflection, yeah, that's not a strong oil, but it can be helpful for absorbing your first initial hit. Sorrow, we can use oil. We cannot use damaging oil. Increase willpower by 5. Hey, that's not too bad. That's only for this rest, though. It's not worth it. Oh, I don't want to use that. Oh, okay, maybe we will. We are allowed to use oil. We just can't use the OP ones. defensive oils, utility oils, we can use those. We just can't use ones that deal direct damage or apply debuff, like damaging effects, like damage over time and whatnot. Okay, Mount Altus Tower has 1 skull. Yeah, we should be able to handle this. Hoodlum, poacher. Okay. Hoodlum, poacher. Okay, is that it? Is that? Oh, poacher. Cool. I was like, that doesn't seem right. Okay. I don't really like Theotes being completely by himself, so we're gonna move him out a little bit. Ooh. Bruce, I am going to be using the upgrade things here though, because that just seems fun. So that's what I'm going to do, because they have oils on the ground and they only last for that battle. I think that's worth using. Where's Sophia? Okay. And that is going to be a fun oil too. Immunity oil. I can't wait till I get that. Goodbye. I'm cool with that. Sweet. Like, it's just a temporary buff for that battle, and it's only on 1 guy. It's not like all my units are like, you know, using it. But wedding oil is going to be really good on Theotes, so that's who it's going to go on. Applying bleed. Bet. I could, but I'm not. No poison because of that oil. Hell yeah, that's dope. All right, that poacher is basically dead. You can explode the drums. True, I can. But do I need to? I don't think I do. I don't think I... Now, if we had reinforcements incoming, yeah, I'd be doing that. But right now, I'm kind of just like, you know what? We're gonna have a little bit of fun here. But what do you think of the new battle maps and Wartales, like the one in this fight, for example? So yeah, this I have played Wartales since this battle map came out. I do enjoy the fact that some new maps are out. I think they add breath of fresh air, especially with more interactables in the maps, and it's not just, you know, like what it used to be, where it was just, oh hey, there's a spear, or there's like a pumpkin. Well, actually pumpkins were newer. Like back in the day, it was just spear and like bear traps. Like there was like nothing on the ground, right? So the more interactables that you have, I really enjoy it. So this makes it fun, at least more fun. Shoot your own guy. Damn. Alrighty then. We are going to go right up here, and I'm just going to go bloop bloop. Yeah, we'll let it. We'll be done with it. Let it be over. Repair everybody. All right, now it's time for us to loot. And now that we actually have, you know, okay, I'm gonna try to do this without headphones on. I'm not as good visually as I am with my ears, so. Reinforced. Ooh, okay. It's a medium helmet. Pirates like to personalize their helmets by adding seabird feathers. +1 critical hit, 2 guard, 7 armor, and a lucky charm skill. Every time this unit lands a critical hit, their critical damage is increased by 5% for the rest of the battle. That's OP. That's going to be very OP. I'm going to use that for a while. Maybe that needs to be part of the challenge. I'm not allowed to use my headphones whenever I'm picking locks. Yo, what's up, Unknown? How you doing, my dude? Oh, that requires level 4. She is nits. Okay, that's fine. Pop the military report. Get all them their knowledge points. Should have him do all the infestation quests. We can do the infestation quests. That's fine. I'm not hiding from infestation quests. Just so we're clear. I'm not scared of them. I'm not scared of no ratses. You know what I am scared of though? Checking my PPs. I think it's time to check the PPs, ladies and gents. It's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All the PPs. Gain a PP. Oh yeah. New level. Oh, we got 2 levels. Oh boy. All right. Improved restoration. Oh man, all of our we're getting so much better now at all this. This is great. Okay, strict rationing, 3 less food. That would be pretty nice just for funsies. Art of the Forge, forged weapons, left-hand specialist, trade the forged goods. Champion craftsman, forged armor have 1 additional armor layer slot. That would be really useful. Not right now, but that will be useful later. By the time it's later, we'll have more points, so we'll be okay. Strict rationing. I'm a bit bored with my full gold team. Should I start all over again? I mean, you can. The thing, like, so here's the thing, guys, right? It's a single player game, and any single player game that you're doing, or that you're partaking in, right? Do whatever's going to make you happy. Whatever you think can potentially bring you happiness or more joy out of the game, do it. If that means mod the game, mod it. If that means get out cheat engine and use cheat engine, do it. As long as it's a single player game, you can do whatever you want. If it's multiplayer and you doing stuff to, you know, get the upper hand and like player versus player kind of stuff, that's where for me, I say that's not fair. But if it's a single player game, you do whatever you want. Go have fun with it. Always go with less ratio or less pay. Kind of prefer the start of runs when you have nothing. Yes. Once you hit like level 8 in Wartales, the game gets really easy, to be honest. Reduce wages by 10%. Yeah, let's do that because it's going to get expensive. Negotiate missions. Turning in prisoners grants 20 influence. That's pretty good. Profession experience is doubled if there's a higher level companion in it. I don't care about that. So what we are going to do though is we are going to do untouchables will be pretty good. And so would negotiators. We're gonna do negotiators. Negotiators gonna get us more money in the first place. Boom, level 3. Endurance, animal instinct, tracker's language, restore of legends. Cost for upgrading a legendary weapon reduced by 50%, and torches last longer and light up a larger area in battle. Let's see here. We're gonna do restore of legends. Just because upgrading gear is very important, and we may be getting some gear soon. Or get more money, yeah. I was like, reducing cost, or yeah, let's just generate more money. Okay, this is going to be spooky. I do not know what level he is. I think I can leave by just walking up to him though. I can leave by walking up to him, but it doesn't tell me what level he is. What level are you? Oh, you're level 3. We're not going to fight you. I'm not fighting you yet, Lund. You live. You will live. If only for a bit longer. Gylar, I'm going to put this on you. Arnius, you're getting this helmet just for the time being. We're playing musical gear here. I think we'll be okay. We're about to find out, though. This one's easy, though? Maybe. Maybe it's easy. I don't know, dude. That's 200 health. That's a lot of freaking HP that this guy's got. And he's got a fence behind him. Oh, man. This is going to be a doozy. Okay. Is 40% guard. Defensive stance applies weakening for 1 round. You don't like Lucia's? Lucia's really good if you position well. If you don't position well, or you don't like waiting, like the thing is if you're going to 1 round everything, Lucia's trash, right? Absolute trash. But if you're not 1 rounding everything, Lucia's pretty good. Dagon's hammer is definitely OP. Dagon's hammer is just better, period, right? Applies weakening for 1 round for 3 rounds. Weakening blow, 3 rounds, weakening. Okay. And we can apply fragility for 1 round by increasing damage taken with defensive stance, Skullbreaker. Okay, this is going to be, I understand that the meta is to kill everything in 1 round, but I mean, that kind of gets boring. I mean, to me, it's super boring to play that way. That's why I'm just like, yeah, I mean, you can do that. Okay. We won't get a good payout of that. We'll generate 1 over. That won't be worthwhile. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to try this out. We're going to try it out. Extra damage would be nice. I think fragility is the way to go, though. Fragility and then apply weakening for the first round. So, first things first, we're coming up here, right? Skullbreaker to apply fragility. Apply weakening. And then we're going to go this way. He's going to mess up Theotes. Straight up. But that's okay. Generate 3 valor points. 4 valor points. Hey. Apply some poison. We're going to go ahead and reload. Oh, yeah. No one has willpower. So he could just straight up kill Theotes here. That could be a spicy meatball. I did not think that one through. We're going to see how this goes. XCOM has beta strike mode, which makes similar one-shot meta. It's harder and impossible. Deals 40 damage to all units in the area. Okay, he's got more than 40 HP, so that's okay, right? And then Arnius is going to come over here, and Arnius is going to use encouragement, give protection, and then we're going to use protection on Arnius, right? No damage. Beautiful. Hope for no crits, basically. I'm trying to get crits at this point. Okay. Osbius, I need to get you out of there. 17 damage. That hurt. $33. Okay, that helps. $44 damage. Sophia, that hurt quite a bit. Gylar is going to need to run now, right? Otherwise, he's dead. And we don't have anything to apply weakening at this point. Just kind of a problem. Kind of a problem. How much movement you got? Fuck. Okay. Let's see here. Arnius, I'm actually going to make you tank a hit with Gylar to generate a valor point. This is stupid, but I'm doing it. Freaking doing it. Gylar may die here, to be honest. Nope, we're in defensive stance. We can apply weakening here. That helps. That should help at least a little bit. Yep, Gylar's dead. And we're risking it all. Oh, 10 HP. 3 HP. Damn. We lost Gylar, but yeah, okay. So I do have a death tracker, right? I hit the wrong button. Sorry, guys. Give me a second here. All right, cool. We're here. We have one death now, unfortunately. So, but I will hold on to this. R.I.P. Gylar. We lost our lieutenant, but that is what it is, right? Usually use critical builds and arrows with first shot and 10% shot damage. It kills anything with light armor. Oh, R.I.P. Gylar. Well, we took out Lund. It is kind of sad, but it's okay. It is okay. It happens. Dude, he was our blacksmith too. Fuck. Okay, well. You win some, you lose some. Okay. Our lieutenant and our blacksmith. Oof. Okay, well, the good news is now we are in a position where we can head back to Stromcap. So I didn't have a mission for taking out Lund, which I really should have waited and gotten a bounty for him, because that would have paid out pretty well. So we're definitely not doing things the way that we're supposed to be doing in an efficient manner, but that's okay. That's okay. Now I need to go get someone that can level up as a blacksmith real quick. But we are officially done with Tiltren, done with the requirements for us to move on to Vertruse. So we will take care of that. And yeah, I think we'll be okay. Not being able to put points into movement freaking hurts. That's a tough fight with no points in movement. Yeah, that's not a fun fight with no points in movement, but that's okay. I knew as soon as I saw how slow Gylar was and how I got him stuck in that corner, I was like, oh no, he's dead. I can't reduce the damage and give him enough defensive buffs. I should have waited one more turn before I used Gylar, because actually no, I just need more valor points. I probably could have gotten him to survive if I was able to give him a protection, right? But ultimately I couldn't give him protection. So all right, and we are going to struggle here for a little bit longer, because I want to bury him in our starting area right here, right? So I don't think we really have much that we can get rid of that I'm going to be okay getting rid of. So we're just gonna have to be on the struggle bus here for a second. So sorry guys, we're overweight. It is what it is, but this is gonna be our graveyard. Tiltren Catacombs, we can do the catacombs. I want to see what how spooky Vertruse is first, and then once we get to Marheim, we need to recruit. We can start recruiting a little bit more. We technically have 3 more people that we can recruit now. So, and we cannot recruit a axeman to replace Gylar. Gylar cannot be replaced by a warrior. So we'll have to find probably like a spearman or maybe a brute or something like that we can burn and use, right? All right, we're gonna turn this bad boy a little bit here, and here lies Gylar. The first of what I'm sure will be many. Moment of silence. Okay, moment over. Death often occurs to skill issues or just bad luck. Nah, it's definitely a skill issue. I'm just bad at the game, dude. It's a skill issue, and yeah, I'll leave it at that. It's all we gotta chalk it up to. Okay. Rat Infestation, which is kind of on the way to Marheim. Hope the lieutenant title isn't the kiss of death. We'll find out. Bounties offered to anyone who can put an end to the nuisance. We can do that, honestly, but we'll hold off. I don't want to hire anybody right now. I want to wait for wages and everything like that to settle. And we will head up to Marheim here. Man, so the one to the southeast is going to be right here, and that's kind of like on the way to freaking Mount Altus. We're in region locked, so well, it's fine. Like, it's super. Like, if I really wanted to, we could just out level everything. It's just kind of dumb, so it's not what we're doing. We were about at the right level for that. I'm just not allowed to put any points into movement or nah, there's a few restrictions. It's not a ton. I should have been able to handle that fight though, so that's, I'll chalk that one up to me just being bad. Pray, yes, pray. We'll do that. Gain some aptitude points. Pump that shit into crit. More crit. And I do need to hire somebody though, honestly, now I think about it. We can get another swordsman. We can get a spearman. Oh, or a crossbowman. You know what? I think it's time for us to get a spearman.
Nothing scares me.
Franhan. The progressive leveling or adaptive leveling, like, it's not terrible. I find it to be annoying, but that's just me. Simply because you don't really get the you don't get like the satisfaction of, you know, being like, hell yeah, guys, I just, you know, I did the thing. Like, I feel strong now. Man, see, this right here is the definite, like, this shows how OP Pikeman was, right? This costs 3. And you can see how shit Herald is because it costs 1. Oh, man, that's so funny. Okay, let's see here. Do I want to use Herald, damage of the, because we can give this unit and all the allies in the area Fury, or we can use Harpooner, which applies bleed. Harpooner would be nice to be able to apply more bleeds, but to be honest, we have a Venelius for that. So let's actually see if I can make a Herald build and not hate the build. I'm going to attempt to. That's the goal here. And Franham, you're gonna be a blacksmith. I like the Herald though. They hate playing with pikemen in extreme mode. A 3 cost, dude. It hurts. It hurts, okay? I used to use like 2 pikemen all the time, cover my flanks. You could put 2 pikemen right next to each other and no one would ever be able to like do anything. Like, it would just stop them. But they have nerfed pikemen. They have nerfed pikemen hard. Pikemen used to work on a bosses too. Used to. Doesn't anymore. All right, Franham is now a apprentice and we can actually start doing stuff. Okay, make a spear. Make a new spear for you, buddy. Okay, now that we've made a spear, I don't think we're gonna actually have anything for armor, but we can make a brigandine, right? But we cannot make plate armor. We might be able to fix that. Might be able to fix that. Franham, you're gonna wear this. You already have a brigandine. We're going to +7 carrying capacity, 10 and 13. What is this? That's 12 and 18. Oh man, we're getting rid of this. Theotaste is still only level 3. We do have a 2-handed axe that we can, you know, just hold on to for however long. Is this a better? It is better. Cool. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and dismantle some of this crap that we don't need now. Adjustable straps we'll hold on to because it gives +1 movement. And honestly, it probably would have helped if, you know, we held on to that, but and we will get rid of a lot of this crap. Cool. Holding on to that. We got the iron that we needed for us to make better armor. Bet. Protector Swordsman gets support. That dude can withstand lightning, pretty much. Protector Swordsman is very OP. If you give him, you know, if you use his protection buff and then on top of that, like deflection and whatnot. But you can withstand lightning on anybody if you use the protection buff plus deflection. It's just super broken. That is an ugly helmet combo, so we will do this instead. Arnius, you can have this. All right, boom, cool. We're cooking with gasoline a little bit here. Starting to look a little bit better.
You can use my
And Vanellius, we're gonna give you +1 movement. No, we're not. Osbius, we're giving you +1 movement. Okay. We're looking pretty good. We're going to go ahead and sell some stuff and get ready to head over to the next region.
Might I interest you in my humble wares, my good sirs?
I kind of want to hold on to the two-handed axe, but honestly, I don't think we're going to hire anybody anytime soon. We're going to be hurting on money, so... And honestly, it's about that time of the night, guys. We're already about halfway past our typical stopping time. So what we're going to do is as soon as we get into Vertruce, we are going to end the stream there. And we'll be back next week with a... I might do a little bit of grinding now, since I've got like a bit of a level disparity here, to get everyone up to at least 4. And then try to get my crowns a little bit under control before we really start taking on Vertruce. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and give them the border pass, because that is the one thing about region locked, is that it's a definitely one of those things where, yeah, see, this entire province is red, right? I don't know. That's like terrifying to me, how the entire province is red. Honestly, Vertruce may not be the right direction. Like we may not have, we may not have, we probably weren't supposed to go that way, but who knows? It used to be Vertruce. It may actually be Arthas after Tiltren. I don't know. But yeah, anyway. Well, we'll take out these guys at least. Protector Swordsman plus protection plus Alzahar shield and Pirate Skull helmet for protection when engaging, plus hard training, broken kill anything with enough time. He's unkillable. I mean, that's kind of how shoot, what's it called? The brute that's got heavy armor, right? Like that's like my favorite freaking brute. Where's Sophia? The destroyer, right? Like the destroyer, if you use cruelty on top of freaking a I can't see it on whatever. I can't see her straight up like late game stuff, but cruelty on top of whatever it is that lets you like engage, and whatever you're engaged with just deals less damage to you. Oh, rivalry. Cruelty and rivalry stacked, especially when you upgrade them, it's unkillable. Like you will just sit there and laugh at them. Arthas for sure. The Grim Cannibals made the same mistake by going to Vertruce after Tiltren, and it was a rough go. Well, looks like we're gonna have to go to Arthas, and I'm gonna have to grind some money to go to Arthas instead. Yep, I'm gonna have to do that offline though, because there's no way. So this will be the last fight that we do this stream. We're gonna take out some boars here, and we're gonna have fun with it. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have fun slaughtering some pigs. I don't know what that sharpshooter trait does, but better do something. 2 damage. Wow. That's pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I actually really like this passive here, defensive stance, because look, valor point. So not only is it only when you get engaged anymore, so it's not just engaging, but like, boom, awesome. Like that is amazing to me. Getting valor points whenever a something attacks you, be a beautiful. We can do the tomb. Yeah, I'll do the tomb next stream, Sorrow. If you want to do the tomb, we can do the tomb. That is fine. There's nothing in the tomb that I really want, but we can do the tomb. Dude, that fury range is pretty freaking long. Valid point. Boom. Valid point. Bonk. Yeah, so anytime they engage you, and like this is just better. Like this is just straight up better. For the way that we're gonna be playing this. The way that this run's gonna go, defensive stance is just gonna be better than the engaging. So yeah, that's so much better than what it used to be. Now, is it meta? No, it's not meta at all, because you have to take damage. You have to let people hit you. But that is freaking awesome. I love it. That's my favorite discovery so far from rejoining Wartales. Is I get valid points when I get hit. I love that. I love that. Thank you. Okay. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be wrapping everything up tonight. I want to thank you all for coming and hanging out. We will be back next Thursday. At least I'm pretty sure it's going to be Thursday. What's next Thursday? Is that New Year's Day? Let me pull up a calendar real quick. No, that's the 2nd. Okay, so yeah, I should be back next Thursday. If something comes up, I may shift the stream to a Saturday. Okay, so like I have mentioned in the previous live stream, right, that my job likes to do a lot of last minute deployments and whatnot that I have to be on for. So what will end up happening is if I get a heads up notice, I'll probably I'll pull the live stream forward to a Tuesday, or I'll push it back to a Saturday. That's kind of how we're going to do things. But typically it's going to be on a Thursday unless something comes up. Anyway, guys, that is all I've got for tonight. Thank you all once again for stopping in and watching. And I hope to catch you all next time. And until then, have a good one. Happy holidays.